What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. And I had seen some unsubstantiated reports that he had died. And, I didn't want to report anything that was false, but it has now been confirmed that Earl Simmons, the legendary rapper who came upon the scene in 1998, dropped 2 platinum albums in 1 year, had a remarkable run from 1998 to about 2004. Arguably, during that time span, was the most commercially successful rapper, other than maybe Jay-Z, an iconic rapper. Earl Simmons just died at the age of 50 years old. The family has confirmed it. NPR has confirmed it. The Associated Press has confirmed it. XXL Magazine have confirmed that Earl Simmons, DMX, has just died at the age of 50. And, the wording from, that's why I did a video earlier today, because I could tell from the wording that it was the end was coming. What's up, Mark, OG Flash, Bakari King, Mexi Metal 96. What's up, Great Night? What's up, GoPro? Maximus Royalty, B Skrills, Nards, Billy Like Jr., Naomi Saunders, Erica Johnson, 1994, JMJ 2121, OG Flash, yeah. Nars says, damn it, I'm literally singing one of his songs as a cover right as this came up. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is, I was hoping for the best, man, but, you could tell from the wording, the language of sources today that the end was coming. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether the family decided to pull the plug or whether he just deteriorated to the point where he just passed away anyway. I don't know what happened. But all I know is that when a source as close as a friend or a manager was saying that he would most likely pass today, that's when I knew that the end was coming. Salute Trey Titan 181. So, just to rehash, of course, we got the news late Friday night, really early Saturday morning, last Saturday morning, that DMX had suffered a heart attack at his home. It has been speculated that he overdosed, but the thing about it, it's never actually been confirmed. I think that's just been sort of like a rumor that he overdosed, but he suffered a heart attack and was worked upon by medical authorities. He apparently coded twice at home, was revived, brought to the hospital, and had to be revived again after coding. Apparently, he went 30 minutes without oxygen, which is critical, because usually medical personnel say that if you go more than 5, 6, 10 minutes tops without oxygen, depending upon the health of the person, it's usually a very bad outcome. And to go 30 minutes, it's almost impossible to come back from that. I mean, your brain basically is dead. So when tests came back Wednesday, that there was no change, still no brain activity, I'm assuming no change yesterday, the family had to make a hard decision, and the end came today. Um, you know, yeah, LK Raw. That's why I didn't post it until the family confirmed it. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect to the family, and notable, credible sources, but especially the family, I wasn't going to do a live stream until the family, uh, uh, leaked it. But you know how some people are, man. Some people are greedy for hits or views or whatever, man. And there needs to be a respect factor when it comes to these things, man. Salute 504 Bull. Salute these grills. JJ in the building. Shirley Timms says, my condolences to his family. Rest in paradise. Lawrence TV says, rest in peace. Don't do drugs. Mexi Metal 96.2, far too young. Yeah, 50 years old is far too young. What's up, Real Facts TV? What's up, Gary Wade? King Strick? Damn, rest in peace to X. Yeah. Oh boy, it just makes me think back to that time in hip hop, like when he first emerged, and you can argue that year when he first came out, that was the high point of hip hop. I'm not going to sit here and profess that I'm a hip hop historian. I'm not, because I really don't listen to it anymore. Because we've gone from that to Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to this shit no more. I listen to old school. But you can argue that year, those years, 1997, 1998, 1999, into 2000, that was the high point of hip hop. Because commercially, hip hop had been accepted by the mainstream, and hip hop was being rewarded for the art that it can be when done correctly. But it was still artists that were MCs. They still, the rappers that were prominent then were still of respectability. You know what I'm saying? Like, not this shit out today where it's really not an art form anymore. It's almost like porno with a beat and shit. So I know that the police were saying something about, in the event that DMX passed away, that they were going to potentially try to charge the dealer. If it was a drug overdose that killed him, they were going to charge the dealer with murder. I know in a situation like this, people want someone to pay for it, but I don't know if the police are really going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless maybe it's proven that it was laced with fentanyl or something like that, because it kind of falls upon like personal responsibility too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether or not that will fly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It depends on the situation. But today is going to be a day of great sadness, but it's also a day to remember and celebrate not just the artist, but despite his problems, and we all have problems, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be people who are going to try to point the finger at him and say that, oh, well, he has this issue or that issue, and he should have did this, he should have did that. I think that when it comes to the grand scheme of things, the good that he put out there, the music that uplift people, that change people's lives, have a profound effect on all of us. He was fundamentally a good person. We all have done bad things. We all have been in situations where we didn't show our best side. So who the fuck are people to sit there and judge DMX because of a weakness that he had, or a situation where he might not have adhered to his better judgments or better nature? On the surface, that was a good goddamn man. It's a reason why people in the industry love DMX. You know what I'm saying? They loved him. We know who the scumbags are in the industry. I'm not going to name their names. Puffy. I guess I did. DMX wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it is messed up that when you think about it, this is the culmination of what happened when somebody, some miserable fucking lowlife, laced his shit with crack when he thought he was smoking a cigarette or whatever it was he thought he was smoking when he was 14 years old. Oh, him too. Him too, OG Flash. Him too. R.E.M. Jr. 1990 said his songs Let Me Fly. Lord, give me a sign. Yeah, Ready to Meet Him will be in my heavy rotation today. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna listen to some of his music today, man. I think I might even post a song later on. My favorite DMX song on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna post that on my channel. You know what I'm saying? AKA Camel Face. Yeah, you got pieces of shit in the industry, man. You know what I'm saying? But DMX wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? He could poke fun at himself. He didn't take himself that seriously, like some of these motherfuckers do. I'm an artist, nigga. I'm an artist, and I don't. You can't. Remember when Coolio got so mad at Weird Al Yankovic doing a parody of his song "Gangsta's Paradise"? Nigga, you should be honored that you on Weird Al Yankovic's fucking radar to even want to do a fucking parody. Michael Jackson loved those parodies because he had a fucking sense of humor. Coolio walking around now, bald as fuck, with two fucking plaits on top of the little bit of hair he got on top of his fucking head, looking like a fool. But nah, DMX, I remember he was on Mad TV, and I think it was a skit where it was him and Ari Spears, who does a magnificent DMX impression. And he posted he posted a bit DMX's mother. He was dressed up with the wig and the glasses and looking like Big Mama's house and shit. And nigga said just like DMX. You're my dog. You gotta come to me. And you gotta come to me. You know what I'm saying? So he can make fun of himself and shit. He didn't take himself that seriously, because he was Earl Simmons before he was DMX. You remember that book? Yeah, you remember that book, Hard King? Yeah, I'm gonna be looking up a lot of DMX shit today, man. Yeah, them two goddamn braids in his head, man. Look like a clown. Yeah, Lou. Yeah, Lou. This time it's official. He's gone. The family confirmed it. Um, Associated Press. Uh, you know, when the major when the major media entities confirm, a death, then it's happened. So I don't know, man. It's just he was an actor. You know what I'm saying? He was in what was it? Cradle to the Grave. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, I'm. It's just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like this situation, it's just come out of nowhere. So it's like last Friday he was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like last Friday he was fine. Recently he had gained weight. He had beat his drug addiction. Cause remember, we almost lost DMX 5 years ago. I think it was was it April of 2016? I know it was in 2016, I think it was. Remember DMX had to be revived with Narcon, excuse me. He had to be revived. So, that was the wake up call that he needed at the time. And he had beat his addictions. And for a long time he was clean. But apparently, I think maybe in the last couple of months he relapsed. Yeah, I just got an alert on my phone. Another news source has just reported that DMX has died. So it's confirmed. DMX has left us at the age of 50. Salute to Mahari in the building. What's up to Jay Monowski, Bo Reels Facts, 916 Neighborhood Watch. Yeah, yeah, man. It's something, man. I was hoping wouldn't happen, man. Yeah, GMJ. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Fuck that dude, Lou. That's why the only acknowledgement I gave of that guy, Prince Philip, is in my community. I said another one bites the dust. I'm not going to fucking go. I mean, look, no, you never celebrate a death. I'm not. With very very few exceptions, I don't celebrate a death. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's some piece of shit monster, like Richard Kuklinski or some shit. But I'm not going to shed tears over a guy that almost lived to be 100, a fucking racist, represents white supremacy. The British colony, the British Empire is the epitome of white supremacy. I'm not going to shed tear over that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, no, he lived to be 100 years old. He got to live his life. Earl Simmons has been robbed of his life. He was only 50 years old. That's young. Like, that's not. I know to somebody who's a teenager, they think 50 is old. 50 is not old. Shit, in today's world, 65, 70 isn't that old. People are living to be 80, 90, 100, over 100. So we should have many more years of DMX, man. And you know, I don't want to I don't want to say anything about enablers yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to that point where, people start pointing the finger and saying, well, why didn't this was done or that is done? But I do think Master P had a point about people, rappers having a union. Boxers, infamously, boxers don't have a union. The NFL, the players have a union. The NBA have a union, and I'll give the NBA credit on one thing. They are starting to do more toward the older players who, because of the collective bargaining agreements that were done in the 60s, and past, a little bit, some of those guys didn't have access to health care. The NBA started giving some of those older players access to health care. As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me correctly, that pretty much saved Nate Archibald's life because he had a heart condition that he didn't even know about until he went through the insurance that he was getting from the NBA. He went and saw a doctor, and they diagnosed him with some type of heart amyloidosis or something like that. He's being treated for that now. But back in the day, man, all those pioneers, all those guys that started the league from the 40s and 50s and into the early 60s, the NBA shut them out. George Mikan, the first superstar. I don't want to go on a tangent about the NBA, but the first superstar of the NBA, George Mikan, was broke. Shaq had to pay for his funeral. You know what I'm saying? And I think the only money he was getting was from Social Security and Medicare. He didn't get it. I don't think he got a check from the NBA. Not a damn thing. So they say he had an asthma attack, but I don't know. Like, that's what he said. But I know somebody said that they saw DMX ingest a white powder before he collapsed. So I don't know. Maybe he did have an asthma attack, but supposedly police had to use Narcan to revive him, and save his life that time. So I don't know. Right. 916 Neighborhood Watch says DMX was exactly what hip hop needed when Pac and Biggie died. He brought a whole new energy when he came on the scene. Yeah, like people don't understand when Tupac died and then Biggie died, they were considered. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but Tupac was the king of the West Coast. Biggie was the king of the Eastern Kingdom, if that makes any sense. Now, of course, we have other regions, Midwest rap, Southern rap. There's other areas, but it was East Coast, West Coast, simplified shit. When Biggie died, man, it was like, and then Tupac, it was a void. It was a tremendous void in hip hop. And one thing I remember is seeing a whole bunch of like Tupac clones, these C-list fucking rappers that just popped up and they were all trying to imitate Tupac in a certain way. And I'm like, man, look, don't nobody want to hear no pale imitation of Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. And I made the mistake when I first saw DMX, right? And DMX, bald head, tank top, right? So when I first saw him, so I made the mistake of thinking like, okay, got another dude trying to be like Tupac. But then I heard him. I'm like, oh shit. Because with some rappers, they have a golden voice. You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac to me had the greatest fucking voice. Like to me, like this is my opinion. Even though I'm a Biggie guy, Tupac's voice is unfucking believable. But right next to him, as far as like voice, like a distinctive sound, is DMX. And DMX was arguably, I would say, the biggest rapper of 1998. You know, I mean, Jay-Z is there too. And I can't remember someone who is more of a hip hop historian could tell me, but I mean, I would argue that DMX had a more successful 98 than Jay-Z. I know that's the year Jay-Z kind of emerged as the dude, but I would argue with DMX, he put out 2 platinum albums. I don't think that had ever been done before in hip hop in the same year. Multi-platinum from 98, 99, 2000, 2001. Yeah, DMX had to be like a top. I'm thinking before I say this. Top 2, top 3 rapper in the game. Jay-Z, DMX. I want to say Nas, but the people got the impression that Nas had fell off. So someone could correct me if I'm wrong. Right, Big Pun. Yeah, Big Pun is great. But Big Pun is great. He was up there. The Punisher. Yeah, he was up there. I mean, yeah, I have to throw Big Pun in there. I would put him in that range, like 98, 2000. I put Big Pun like in that top 4 for like that little run until he, unfortunately passed away. But yeah, I would say DMX. It was DMX and Jay Z were the most successful rappers, and yeah, DMX didn't quite build that empire that Jay Z and some of these other guys built as far as like being a super billionaire and shit. But yeah, I think he did all right for himself. Eric Johnson, 1994. I think 98 was the greatest year of hip hop history. I think it was the greatest because hip hop to me had peaked commercially as well as critically. Like Jay-Z, I know a lot of people think he's a little overrated, but Jay-Z still is a fine lyricist. Okay. Um, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill. They were that classic album she put out. The Fugees, DMX. Think of all the artists that had emerged at that time. Tupac was still coming out with albums, even though he had been dead. Life After Death was still banging. It was still recent. So, and there's some other artists that are just not coming to mind right now. But Master P, he helped to initiate, the Southern sound. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We got a sound of our own. We got a sound of our own down here. It ain't just East Coast, West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We got them representing the South. And I'm from Virginia, so I fucked with that. You know what I'm saying? That to me, 98 was the best year. It was the best year. And that's the year that I Got the Hookup came out. I don't give a fuck what anybody think. That's a classic fucking hood movie. That shit funny as a motherfucker. To me, that shit up there with Friday and any other hood movie you can think of. Now, the second shit that came out last year, whatever, whatever. But I Got the Hookup. Slap yourself. Slap yourself. You little punk ass fat bitch. Punk, slap yourself. Busta Rhymes, Outkast, Tribe Called Quest. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Man, 98 was, to me, that was the pinnacle. Fucking, what else? Outkast. Man, shit. Remember, what you call it made a comeback that year? Rakim. Rakim had made a comeback that year. Man, Busta Rhymes, you know, he emerged at that time. Man, shit. Hip hop was in a fucking different place in 98, bro. Like, and it wasn't, hip hop had took over the whole genre, like took over. Like, it wasn't, I'm not saying hip hop wasn't big in the early 90s, but a lot of them were still underground. A lot of them were still appreciated. Then when you had these, I'm not saying that we should be concerned about the Grammys or other people validating them, but when you saw a award show finally, acknowledging that this ain't no fucking fad, hip hop is a real fucking living, breathing thing. And they were finally getting, the recognition it deserved, and the shit still was fire. But since then, hip hop has sunk into a terrible place. And it got to the point where I couldn't really, from a intellectual standpoint, defend the shit no more. Mumble rap, as bad as that shit was, Lil Wayne looked like a fucking genius compared to shit that's out now. Oh man, I forgot about Zero. Okay. Yeah, I just put a link in the live stream, and y'all want to talk about it. What's up, Eric Johnson? What's up, man? What's up, JMJ?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead, Eric.
Nah, I was just saying what's up to everybody. You good?
But I'm gonna tell you this, man. DMX, shout out to Tory Rain. He said, "You make you want to fight somebody." Shout out to Tory Rain. He the youngest of the, for us, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, you know what I'm saying. But uh, but I'm gonna tell you this though, you know, I put a super chat on your thing there, super chat on your what's it called? I know you didn't see it, but you was like, I'm gonna concentrate on DMX, but
You did?
DMX. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Huh. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he did leave me one. I think. I think it was like $2 or something.
I didn't know what to do, man. I was like, man. I said, you ain't see that? You know what I'm saying? I try to support the brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Try
Yeah.
to support the brothers the best I can, man. But DMX was a very aggressive rapper. Very
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah, it was the truth. He just stayed himself. You know, he ain't try to change for nobody. Cause nowadays, like these rappers ain't trying to stay true to themselves. They want to be a character. Like they want to follow their false narrative and shit. They ain't really trying to be who they really supposed to be. You know.
Yep, yep. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I think him, the Locks, Eve, unfortunately, Eve from what's it called? Unfortunately, Eve
Yeah.
from the Rough Riders. They had their own spot, their own squad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
They had their
DMX,
own and shit. You know.
and I'm gonna tell you this. I got me a pit bull. We were thinking about a pit bull. And I was thinking about, yeah, I was thinking about DMX. He used to always have them pit bulls up in there, Jake, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he
I
said
always
they don't
had them pit
guarantee. They can
bulls,
only want. He said,
huh?
I only
Okay, I
want a
see it.
people. They can only die for me. He said that on Grand Champ on one of the intros off the Grand Champ album. He said, I don't want no dog unless it's a pit bull, you know?
Yeah, I said, Lord have mercy, man. Got me a pit bull. I said, I'm gonna do this joint one day because DMX had me thinking about a pit bull and this aggressive rhyming. But I know one thing. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I'm gonna tell
Mm.
you another thing too. He had a freestyle with Jay Z, and Jay Z did I guess his freestyle. There, DMX killed him on it, and then
I
it
know what
was
you're
on
talking about too, yeah.
Rockefeller. He killed Jay Z on that joint, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's the
saying?
thing. That's the thing. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did see it. My bad, man. I'm my bad, man. I was talking. I probably didn't see it. So shout out to JMJ for the donation, the super chat donation to the channel. My apologies, man.
Man. I there too, raw. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't much, but try to support you the best way I can, man.
Oh
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
man, man. Somebody donated $1 to me, man. That means a lot to me. And I just was
Yeah,
talking.
some better than nothing.
I was just talking, and I didn't look at the chat all the way. You know, like it scrolls. I didn't even know that anybody had donated.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna tell you this though. Rest in peace to DMX, man. Some people will talk bad because he got kids, because he had kids, and you know what I'm saying. But DMX still did his thing in reality for the rap industry. But you know how the rap industry is, music industry, but for first. You know what I'm saying? He did everything for the rap industry, for music industry, and I'm just, whoo. But that day was coming, but that's an earlier time. You know what I'm saying? It was an earlier time, but at least he did put something for us. You know what I'm saying? Of slipping, of falling, can't get up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just memories and shit. Like, it ain't like these days when these young rappers die. These dudes be considered them legends and shit, but they didn't do nothing while they was here. They was doing so much dirty shit while they was on Earth, but when these niggas died, y'all want to start crying. Like y'all need to actually realize that these artists have a life and stuff. Don't get sad when they die and stuff. Then don't be talking shit like when they die. You need to actually go back and listen to something that's important instead of just talking about the same shit.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. Bro. He better than these mama rappers too.
Oh man, you don't even gotta say nothing about that. We already know that. You know.
He better than these mama
You
rappers.
Hell, oh
can't
hell.
tell me too good these days, you know.
What's up,
You
Kid
have
Trump 44?
What's up, too, Ross? Everybody.
What's up? Hey man, your videos be funny as shit, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, go subscribe to my man right here, man. I think it's Kid Trunks 44, man. He be having some funny videos, man. He be going in on like, just ridiculous shit going on, whether you're talking about the Grammys or Cardi B or whatever, man. He got some funny
I'm
videos.
definitely check him out.
You said
Huh?
what?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna definitely check his channel out because I need a.
Yeah,
I need to learn
yeah. Go subscribe to this brother right here, man. He funny, man.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm pretty young. I don't really know that much about DMX, but my dad, he's from Brooklyn, New York, and he used to play shit 24/7, man. And he definitely was one of the rappers that brought energy in his music, And he really said what he really did. The shit he was rapping about, he really did it. Unlike these rappers that out right now, they never went to jail in their life. They never got caught with nothing, but they bragging about they doing this shit.
Plies.
You said what?
Plies.
Plies, 40 years old, talking about he's still selling dope. Man, your brother was doing
college boy. He was a college boy, man. He one of them dudes that stay in the house in the hood and he observed shit.
Rick Ross,
right. He incorporated another person's personality and took it as his own. And yeah, he in real life, man, that dude talks more intelligent than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say that that don't mean that you ain't street, but he not what he portrayed himself to be. DMX is.
You can be a street dude and still have intelligence about you. You don't just gotta be some grimy gorilla type nigga.
Right. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Say that to face, but
what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, but the DMX has some classics. I remember he said, "Find you some old man fishing." I said, "What the what?" I was like, "What the what?" And you do to my make me want to lose my mind up in here.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Hey,
I'm like, DMX is something else, man. DMX was something else, man. That's my brother right there, man. That's the brother. If I see him, better be careful.
He from Queens or Harlem? Where you from?
I think
he's from Yonkers. He's from YO.
I know he's from New York, but like which part?
He's from Yonkers. Yonkers is YO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that Will?
Yeah. I was trying to introduce him to that.
New York history right
there. Man, to Raw. Salute to Raw, man.
Knicks is back.
Nah, right now we gotta get back together, man. I don't even want to talk about that right now, man.
Yeah, but other than that, man, RIP to DMX, man. I got me a pit bull. Yeah, I got to take out right now. You know what I'm saying? Because of DMX.
I got two pit bulls. I got two female pit bulls, man.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I got one that's American pit bull. You know what I'm saying? I call them British because of the British Bulldogs of the 1980s. But I got another pit bull. He's a great blue nose because his name is Debo. You know what I'm saying? Because of what's it called? I said I was thinking about that. I said it's because of DMX. Made me and my roommate go get a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? That's what DMX did for us. You know what I'm saying? You want to go get a dog? You think of DMX. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I already know how these fellas gonna be with these CDs and vinyls and shit, cause when one of these celebrities dies and make music, the price is gonna go up. So I'm just glad I got the brother's music and I can just play it to remember him and stuff. Cause you know how these sellers be, they be trying to price gouge everything and stuff. Then like with me collecting music and shit, you know how they gonna be with these sellers and stuff.
Yeah, man. I've been listening to DMX since back in the days when he first started. He was on the map, man. Like I was listening to him since back in the day, man. So I always listen to him here and there, man, because he's a dog, man. I love DMX, man, because he was the truth. He spoke the truth, no lies. He felt everything that was in his heart. He spoke that, man. So I respect DMX, man. God rest his soul, man. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, brother.
Shout out to Would You Like to Know for the $5 donation to the chat. Thank you for showing love to the chat, man. And also thank you to Jimmy J Smooth Network for the $5 donation. Much respect. He says, rest in power, DMX, and just dropping by too raw and keep dropping science, homie. No doubt, man. And I forgot to read the message for Would You Like to Know. He says, salute to raw, rest in peace to DMX. And I just want to read a couple messages in the chat right quick, y'all. Salute to Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. Salute to D Block Express. And Luda Ryder said, do y'all think, well, he addressed to me, but I want to ask you guys it. Do y'all think they're going to come out with a bio movie for DMX?
I hope they do.
Well, the Netflix series.
That would be a blessing in disguise for us to really, get to see a biography on him, man. Like that'd be big time because we need that, man. He was something special.
I'm gonna tell y'all this though. They did. I don't know if it was Unsung or whatever, BET or something like that. They did a Rough Riders doc, with the Locks and Eve, unfortunately, and with DMX. I think they did that too. You know what I'm saying?
I think Swiss gonna come out with something for him because that was his right hand man. Swiss Beats was his right hand man.
I just don't want anybody doing it, They need to get the right people and have certain artists that was with him. You need to do it with the Locks. You need to get Drag on to get his perspective in there too, because a lot of people don't give Drag on his respect because he was in the Rough Riders too. But I want to hear everybody's perspective who was in the Rough Riders holding it down for him. Just don't get anybody.
Yeah, true.
Polo 21 there.
Yeah, man. What's up, True Raw, man? What up, E Johnson? What up, New York? Will, what's up? What up, kid?
What up,
and what up, JMA?
What's up? Salute.
Hey, man, look here, man. Even though I'm from the South, man, I'm telling you one thing. When DMX hit the scene and had first came on, man, everybody was loving his music from jump start, and that was odd because they was bumping it down here, and I don't know if y'all familiar with down south they screw music and stuff, and they was screwing his songs like they was calling DMX like the next Pac, like he had that feel, he had that persona and stuff, and his poetry and his prayers and stuff like that, and not only that, DMX, man, he was one of a kind too, because you thought he was just a rapper. Man, he hit the ground running and he could act too. I mean, he was versatile, you know what I'm saying? So, man, that guy are definitely gonna be truly missed, you know what I'm saying? And if they do the biopic, I hope they do choose the right person and they do tell the story like it's supposed to be told. And we'll know what I'm talking about. You don't want to mess nothing up like that, especially with DMX, because DMX, man, that he was the truth, man, and he had his own lane. He did his own thing, man, and he did it his way.
Right. You're right, man. Let me say one thing right quick. Shout out to Jay Manowski. He says, all right, I'm gonna head out now. Have a good stream. All right, thank you, bro, for showing love, dropping by. Yeah, I saw a couple people want to come in, but it's a full house, so I can't really let nobody in right now until someone drops off.
No.
So I'm go ahead.
Hey, True Rob, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I just wanted to speak my piece, man. But you could let them other guys in. I was just showing love to you and the other guys in here, man. LDBC, y'all hold it down, man. And y'all stay safe out here and take care of yourself.
Okay, man.
Yes, sir, Polo.
All right, man.
Polo.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. But you know, rest in peace to Too Raw. You know, remember the rest in peace to DMX, man, because he gave us aggressive music. You know what I'm saying? From the Young Bucks, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't understand this. And, you know, DMX was a one of a kind, He's like someone said, he was gonna be the next Tupac. You know what I'm saying? He was the next Tupac. Well, I'm gonna let you go, let y'all fellas go. Salute the Two Raws, salute the Eric Johnson, James, you know, Kid, and the William for Bird with the New York stuff. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you too, James J. Salute, brother.
Y'all go ahead and cook, man, for DMX, man. Rest in peace.
Salute everybody, man. Top of the morning. Salute to my brother Too Raw for always cooking on everything. Be all over the place. Man, it's a hard pill to swallow this morning for a lot of people, especially the people who know what he really stood for and why he was doing what he was doing, to break down that barrier. You know, you got a lot of rappers that come up and don't hit the scene like he did, become one-hit wonders. But you can tell, to me, DMX was a storyteller. Anybody that's a storyteller, got a story to tell, I'm all ears. Brings me back to that when it first started rapping with the Slick Ricks and all that, people that was telling stories, special ed. You know what I mean? So it's about putting your life on wax so people could look at you on a bigger picture instead of the downer picture. You know what I mean? When you tell your life story on some of these songs, people look at you in a different way. People start to try to stereotype you. They try to think they know you, but they don't know you, man. They don't know you. So what I got out of DMX being here, man, God bless your soul, you will be truly missed. The storytelling, how he put his words together so you can understand what he was saying. People, he all that high and he so aggressive. That's how he's supposed to be. As far as a male, you know what I mean? So I love the way he never put his guards down. I love the way he never backed down from no challenge. And then when he took it to the movie scene, man, you gotta understand, he acted with some of the best, man. Jet Li, fucking Steven Seagal. Come on, man, this dude went with the best of the best of them. So you can tell he was smarter than people gave him credit for. But it started with that man's skin color, man. Come on, bro. We all know what it's hitting for, bro. This shit got to fucking stop, dog. Now, all of a sudden, this man been doing what he do his whole career. And all of a sudden he OD off something he been doing his whole career. Rough Rider Cash Money concert too, man. That was a bright spot for me because that shit was in my city. And I'm telling you, man, that dude was doing that shit around that time, but it never affected his work ethic. He never brought it to the light until people was bringing it to the light in a bad sign. Man, you know how many undercovers you got out here? Doctors, lawyers. That shit stressful, that business that they're in. So if that's what he got to do to calm his mind or to bring him down so he won't go over the edge, you don't know what people need to get in their system to calm. Some people like to drink. Some people like to smoke. You know what I mean? So, man, salute to the man, bro. He was a stand-up guy, bro. And I'm mad he went too early. 50, dog? Nigga, I'm 43. Nigga, that's 7 years. So how that got me thinking right now? The average black male don't live past 65 anyway. Look that shit up, man. It's not a coincidence that these ladies is outliving us. You know what I mean? But come on, man. We got to fix this shit, man. We got to start coming together, man. This shit hurt right here, bro. Because I was able to see him in concert. I was able to see him do his thing. Every time he came to my city, that dude was all around, man. He ain't never picked no spots and wasn't scared to go here. Sign autographs here, man. Telling people the right shit to say. You know, some people tell you all the shit that you want to hear instead of telling you the shit that you need to hear. It's a difference between need and want. Man, R.I.P. X, man. This shit fucked up, bro. And I I feel bad for my New Yorkers, bro, because they know what it's headed for out there.
You know what bothers me is like the real motherfuckers, like Tupac, Biggie, now DMX,
Pimp C.
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yeah, Pimp C,
all
yeah.
died, but these scandalous piece of shit motherfuckers, I'm gonna say their names, the Jay-Z's and the P. Diddy's, they're gonna live forever.
That nigga Jay-Z stole Biggie rhymes, man.
Oh yeah.
That nigga Jay-Z stole Biggie rhymes, man.
I don't mess with Jay, man. I don't mess with Jay, man. Jay's not about that life, man. He don't, you know what I'm saying? He thinks for himself. He don't think about other people.
Hey, bro, that brings me back to this,
Camel
though,
toe
Will.
ass niggas.
I want to ask you, Will, because you out there. Remember they tried to get Jay-Z, DMX, and somebody else to become a group? That nigga thought DMX was a threat. I've been blackballing that nigga ever since, bro, for real. No bullshit. I got people out there. Will, you know that.
Yeah, X used to kill him in the studio. X used to kill him in the studio, bro. Like Jay-Z ain't want no parts of DMX. You know what I'm saying?
That shit on X every day too, bro. Every time they go to studio and they try to put that little big three together, it was him, Jay-Z, and somebody else. And that nigga Jay was always shitting on X, dog. He was the only one he was shitting on. Listen, one of X videos, he tell you, man, Jay couldn't handle me, man. I used to go up in there and try to change that nigga rap. That's battle. Yeah, I'm just stealing people lyrics and shit, man. That shit ain't cool. Like, X was a stand-up nigga, man. He said what he felt and with the real. He ain't come out here to be on no internet to get no clout chase, because he ain't had to do that, dog. He didn't have to do that.
Remember Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood album? Remember the song where Jay-Z, Jada, Sheik, Styles, and DMX was on? DMX murdered Jay-Z on that track.
Yeah. I always thought Jay-Z was overrated, man. I'm not saying he ain't got no skills, but people act like he's like the god lyricist. And I'm like,
He Woody with now,
he saw Nas and DMX coming.
Yeah.
He saw Nas and DMX coming, and that nigga said, if these niggas hit the mainstream, I ain't gonna be able to sell nothing because I'm already stealing.
He had to get those spitters around him. He had to get fake property, you know, Benny Siegel and them and shit. You know, he had to get them dudes from Philly and shit to hold him down, you know. Why you think him and Cameron would be? Because Cameron wasn't finna let Jay-Z tell him what to do.
shout out to D Block Express for the $5 donation. He says, yeah, forgot about acting. Never Die Alone, Exit Wounds, and Belly. Reign supreme to this day. Wow,
Man, Belly. That's my nigga right there, Tommy Bonds. Nigga said, we out here wilding, running red light, smoking weed. Man, fuck the bad shit, bro. He was the realest rapper right now that I could say right now, besides Soulja Slim. That'll say the fuck you want against the people. Against the grain, man. I tell you that in day one. When you enter this game, you can't go against the grain. And that's one of the niggas that I can actually see who stood around the people and went against the grain every chance he got a chance to do it. It wasn't like, all right, I'm going to take this money and then I'm going to kiss your ass. Nigga, I'm still going against the grain. That Rough Rider shit was a real movement, dog. Don't y'all know that?
Yeah.
Who ain't want to be a fucking dirt biker get on a bike after they seen them niggas hit that fucking suit with that fucking Rough Rider anthem? Man, everybody wanted a bike after that. I know I did.
Everybody in the movement was popping with you and shit.
Think I wanted a four-wheeler, a go-kart, or something.
Every nigga I know that was getting theirs, yeah, about 99, 2000 was getting bikes. You're absolutely correct about that.
I'm telling you, dog. Bro, that shit was a fucking movement, bro. And see, when the boys came to my city, I swear to God, ain't no nigga was in no car, no throwback, no old school, no bucket. Man, them niggas was on bikes. Them niggas had their helmet with their flags. Rough Rider anthem. Yeah, I'm like, oh, these niggas is taking their street up. That was the best moment of my life, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Because it was some New York niggas came with some down south niggas and they took that bitch up. And it was a tour where they got.
Yeah, that Rough Riders Volume 1 and Volume 2, classic CDs, man. Because you had everybody from the hard holding it down on those two albums, you know. Then it wasn't just like Eddie, and him being a solo artist in the group. You had the Lock spitting, you had E when she wasn't Malibu Barbecue. You had Drag On in the spitting bars and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Too Raw, man, I appreciate you letting me on your platform, man. I appreciate you, man. I just wanted to speak my piece, man, and show you some love, man. You know what I mean? I know other people want to get in, but I just wanted to speak my piece, man. Salute to you, Too Raw.
Oh, much respect to you, man. Thanks for showing love to DMX, man. And to this platform. You have a good day, man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Everybody else on the panel, man. Y'all have a good day, y'all.
Same as you, bro. God bless, man. Stay safe.
No doubt.
What's up, y'all?
You good, Lou?
I don't know, Too Raw, man. It's hard for me to speak about this, man, because DMX was one of my favorite rappers, man. Like when I was going through hard times, I looked at DMX, and he always got my blood pumping before games. I am like nobody don't deserve to go out like the way he went out, man. Like I was praying every day that he make it through this and he'd be back to his old self with all the energy and all that. But God felt that it was his time to go, and now he's in the Lord's hand, taking care of him. You know, like his rap songs and everything else will live forever, and hopefully it may never be another one like him, Too Raw. Never. Nobody can never dictate what he did over his 50 years of his life in his career, in his music career. Nobody.
No one.
And they're gonna show him a whole lot of love when the funeral happened too. They may do him like they did Biggie Small when he went for his part of New York in Yonkers. They're gonna show all the love he deserves.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. He did a lot for the industry.
Hey, I just want to say a couple things. Would you like to know says, gotta get back to work now. Peace, Too Raw, chat and panel. Rest in peace to X. All right, salute to you. Would you like to know? Thank you for showing love. Nola Boy Sports and News says, salute Too Raw. Much love, my people. And he said, salute chat and panel. Much love, my people. So thanks, James, for coming over and, you know what I'm saying, sharing your words about the passing of DMX and his influence, man. So Bakari King, unless James has something else to say, Bakari King, what are your words to
that? Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, I had man, this hurts, man. I had to come up here and say something, man. Man, X was man, DMX was that dude. DMX was that dude, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
And it's man. I'm just in disbelief, man. I still can't believe it right now.
You know, up until Wednesday, I still was holding out hope, but you know, when they came back and they said that he basically still had no brain activity, that's when I knew he was gone. I didn't say it, but you know, outright, but when you go in like 3-4 days and your brain, you basically it's like there's nothing there. Your brain dead. So it's like, you know, I was just hoping some type of miracle would happen, but you know, it's just you know, he went too long without having any oxygen to his brain. Had they been able to, huh? What you say, bro? Yeah,
You
you know,
said how long was he without oxygen? How long was he without oxygen?
they say
how long was he?
The number I be hearing, the number that I see reported is 30 minutes, and that's way too long. Like I think if you go 8 minutes without oxygen, usually your brain damaged. So to go 30 minutes is way too long, way too long. You know, I remember I had a choking incident, right? When I was I think I was 13 years old, right? Y'all remember those Mario King ice cream junks where it was like on a stick and the gumball was Mario's nose?
Yeah.
Right. I used to love those things, man. I would eat the ice cream and I would suck on the gumball. And one time I was sucking on it and the motherfucker went down my throat. And I tried to cough it up. It wouldn't come up. And it blocked my airway. And I think I went 3 minutes without really breathing. And I was about to pass out, like lose consciousness, like I was getting woozy. But what happened was my neck muscles just crushed it because it's not like a solid thing, but the force of my lungs trying to get air made the gumball just crush, and I just vomited out all these pieces of gumball everywhere. But I was like gasping for air for like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And that's just going 2 minutes without oxygen. Imagine going 30 minutes without oxygen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what killed George Floyd. He went 6 minutes without his brain getting oxygen, and he died physically. DMX went 30 minutes without oxygen. So it's like when I was thinking about the math, I'm like, man, I don't know if he gonna come out this one, man. It's you know, I don't think he was gonna make it, man. And you know, I was hoping, but yeah.
I mean, 50. That's.
I know, man. 50 years old is. That's not old.
A lot of kids these days will pray to make it to 50. Cause you got kids dying at 20 years old. The Pop Smoke dude, he died at 20. And X still had a lot to bring to the game and stuff. He still had a lot to bring to life and stuff. He still had jewels to drop. Cause a lot of these dudes ain't saying nothing to these kids these days. They only talking about the glitz and glamour. They ain't really coming from the heart, like with their topics and music and shit. You know, X always kept it real. He was that thorough dude. He always gave you some aggression in his music. You know, on certain songs, he'll just give you pieces of his life in the track and stuff. So he's gonna be missed, man. I'm just real like shocked that he's gone, man, because we don't have a lot of legends left, man. Cause we losing them every year. It's just like the wrestlers. You have a certain amount of wrestlers dying every year, and it's worse for hip hop because a lot of these dudes die so much. It ain't like back in the days when a certain rappers die and stuff. Nowadays you have rappers dying like every week.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of those dudes, man, it's not even like a physical cause. It's like violence. Like, you know, they do certain things like younger dudes, like type of rappers that, you know, my younger followers will know, but I don't be following them. You know, like the dude that got shot in the highway in Texas, like that dude. The dude that
Yeah, Mo 3, yeah, Mo 3, yeah.
Mo 3. The one that what's the one that went online and was flashing money or whatever and was showing where his location was and he got
Pop
set
Smoke?
up or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it Pop Smoke?
That was in
I
LA.
think it was Pop Smoke.
Hey, y'all. I ain't saying this is going to happen, but Lil Nas X better watch out. The way he...
Man, fuck him.
He a fruity pebble ass nigga.
I know, but certain rappers,
Get them worshippers out of here.
He's not even a real rapper, anyways, bro.
He an industry boy, man.
Artist.
See, I can't consider motherfuckers like they rappers. I consider them characters, man, because the
I see
mainstream
him as an
media
artist.
is
That's it.
boosting these motherfuckers up, man. He ain't no artist. He's a character. It's like, this type of dude gonna be on a stripper pole, flying all the way down to hell, twerking on the devil, and then snap his fucking neck. You already know there's some Illuminati shit going on in that video. And they want to talk about the older rappers in the generation.
But you know how certain people are, man. They may try to like, man. They may
y'all talking about that little Nas X there. Yeah.
There's so many lanes out here now. You got him, the snitch, the rat in New York. You got all types of just characters out here. You got that trash ass nigga Blueface.
Trippy Red.
I mean, so many characters out here that you can't keep up with them, man. And I don't know if y'all looked at this 8 Ball and MJG music video. It's called Started This. If y'all ever looked at that music video, it's basically like showing like how the industry is now. You have your buck dancer on the table in front of all these executives dancing and stuff, just like Black Youngster was doing. Then they got like a factory where they manufacturing these rappers and shit, like giving them an image and stuff. Like, if you go on YouTube, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Who you talking? What video?
It's 8 Ball and MJG. I think it's called We Started This.
8 Ball and MM Deep?
No, 8 Ball and MJG.
What's the song called?
I think it's called We Started This.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing now, man, with this fucking hip hop rap music. I don't know when the hell. I guess you could say it just started getting trash or like worse early mid 2000s and continuing now. You got weird motherfuckers out here, you know.
I think they supposed to do a versus battle.
Who?
8 Ball MJG.
Oh, okay.
Who they gonna be facing? Okay, that's cool. Cause they just did one with the Isley brothers and Elsewhere in the Fire, but they both had my everything.
Versus UGK.
Okay, that's UGK right there. Okay, that's cool.
I want to see Redman versus Big. I want to see Redman and Method Man on versus, cause that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that. I wish I could have seen them go together as a tag team up against probably like Raekwon and like Ghostface. That would have been nice too. Just instead of them just doing it like separately and stuff. But it was still cool how they did it because it was just like two brothers coming together and showing off their catalog. I would really consider it a versus. It was just like two dudes from the Wu coming together and just like having fun, you know. You don't really see that in hip hop. You can't really have fun like you used to.
What you mean fun? Like,
you know, like two brothers coming together. You know, just having fun. You know, you can have fun though, but they got so much of this game shit going on that like you can have fun, but you just gotta watch it back because you never know.
About like Rags to Riches. I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying. Party and bullshit and party and
yeah, like that, like songs like that, like OPP Hip Hop Parade from like artists like that, like trying to think of that, Trent Mill, Naughty by Nature, songs like that. No, we ain't saying we ain't saying you have to be gangster, but back then you had a lot of variety and stuff. Like it just dumbed down so much. throughout the years that you don't see a variety of different shit going on in the industry.
Yeah, but like there are songs like that right now, but they're just not getting the push because you know how the media and they taking our music and our culture and they pushing like they picking untalented ass motherfuckers, bro. That's why I'm saying like anybody can be a fucking rapper and a rapper, which I don't claim as a rapper, but you know they unlyrical while they making these party ass music and they think that shit hot or some shit. It's just the beat if you really think about it. And the weak ass, dumb ass melodies they be doing too. And auto tune, man. I swear, if you really be listening, these rappers be trying to think like they fucking singers or something, like they fucking Michael Jackson or some bullshit. I'd be like that's how rap music is now. Like this, what it comes to some weak shit.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that myself. I really do hate that.
I think R&B music like this because they come like the trap element in
mumble rap.
They making R&B music like that.
That shit makes my head hurt, man.
My point, yo, these rappers are R&B singers now. These niggas be thinking like they fucking Tank.
They went for
R&B shit with that weak ass auto tune, man.
They were doing auto tune in the 70s and shit. They've been doing that shit. Zapparazi in the 80s. Computer Love, they've been doing that shit. That ain't that new. T-Pain didn't start that shit, and you niggas didn't start that neither. They've been doing that. Stevie Wonder was doing that with the little voice box thing.
T-Pain started.
T-Pain started it though more. He embraced it more. Like that's when people.
I think he brought it back.
He did it better. He did it better than these dudes doing it.
I mean, people got on T-Pain for doing it. I mean, people got on T-Pain for doing it, but like you said, T-Pain sound better than these dudes, and Roger Troutman really started that though.
Yeah.
No, I know T-Pain can sing. I know that, but he put this he started it though with the autotune and shit. A lot of people, these rappers took it in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. But
I don't want to hear no leaned up Lil Wayne beat shit. This when you going overboard with the shit. Like, come on, man.
You don't like when Lil Wayne talk about that lean?
I just don't like when he used the shit. And you know how Lil Wayne been going through with his shit though. I was never a Lil Wayne fan like that. You know, I like more of his older stuff, like when he was with the Hot Boys and stuff. But it's just a shame that what happened to him. Like, I don't know, man.
I will say this though. I didn't mention this up when like I was talking about like when rap music like started to become like worse, like horrible. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not talking about Project Pat. I'm not talking about 3 6 Mafia. I ain't talking about Outkast. But this is how I feel about it, bro. I'm sorry to say it. Thank God Nola Boy's not in here or anybody from the South. If you from the South, I'm sorry to say it, but I really feel like
I'm good. You ain't gonna disappoint me.
Hey, I really feel like
he's still listening. Yeah, he's still listening.
I know that. I'm sorry, Nola Boy, but I feel like around the early 2000s or mid 2000s, them country niggas messed up hip hop music, man. I'm sorry, man. Get that Laffy Taffy. Turn that weak ass shit off, man. Get that, man.
Come on now.
No. Let's be honest.
I gotta jump in on that.
Be honest.
I gotta say something. About that, bro.
That's okay.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Come on. Listen,
I'm gonna let you
that
go
Laffy Taffy, crank that Soldier Boy, stinky leg, nigga. Are you serious right now? But listen, though, I'm not talking about.
I'm not talking about Laffy Taffy though.
Outkast. I like them.
That shit away.
You said what?
I like that Laffy Taffy track though. You can throw the other 2 tracks away though.
Man, that's a fucking songs, man. That's up, bro.
They were bringing fun back to music and stuff, man.
That's that country album, man.
Laffy Taffy.
You can't really dance like you used to, man. See, I like Nelly's first 2 albums. I like Country Grammar and Nellyville. I take those 2 albums over any of these mumble rappers these days, man.
I ain't taking over Denzel Curry. I ain't taking over Denzel Curry.
This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I ain't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I just want to say this, like during that time, you had different phases of like music in the era. You had the punk era, you had the dance craze, then you had like the surface of like YouTube and like the internet coming like further throughout the time and stuff. And if you could come up with a dance to get the kids dancing to it and the older folks dancing to it without doing anything gay, I mean, I can say that you're doing something right instead of just talking about the same old shit, though. But like, I understand what you're saying, but like, some of that shit was right though. I ain't gonna just say the South ruined everything, because if you want to say all that, you can say a lot of shit about New York rap and stuff, because you can really say that New York niggas kind of like West Coast dudes now.
No, I just
And you can say that New York dudes kind of like down south dudes now. But like everybody has a part to play in hip hop. Like I consider the Midwest underrated when it comes to their music, because you don't really see a lot of Midwest artists getting that prestige and stuff like down south niggas is getting now. But half of the time, the South ain't what it used to be, you know.
This the thing. This is my opinion. And before I go on this, shout out to Will the Thrill for showing love to the panel. He said, salute to Raw on the panel. God bless all y'all. Be safe out there. 100. We lost a legend today. Absolutely, man. We did. We lost a big legend in the hip hop game, and not just that, a decent human being. But this is just my thing about what he talking about. I ain't gonna, okay. Remember in the 90s, right? This is just me, okay? In the 90s, hip hop was dominated by East Coast and West Coast, right?
Yeah.
And for a good portion of the 90s was dominated by the West Coast, which the East Coast resented from early 90s until like Biggie and all them were. All right, so you really didn't hear a lot of Southern rap. When I did hear Southern rap, because it had a different sound, every time I would hear like a Southern track, I remember people always saying, "Oh man, this shit whack. Man, this shit sound terrible." But
they country niggas, they don't know what they talking about. They just
Hey, too raw. Too raw.
Okay, I'm hear you. I hear you.
Remember the 95, the 1995 Source Awards when Suge got on that. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But Outkast was good though. I'm not saying, I'm not talking about Project Pattern 3-6 Mafia. I'm just talking about, Weber. That dude's trash, man. I don't care what no one says, bro. I don't care. He not like that. That one.
I'm talking about what Boozy. You talking about like that ain't true,
he's not that good either.
Yeah,
it was some that I used to hear. It was some I used to hear like, man, this nigga garbage. But shit, Master P and them came out. I ain't like every song that came out, but a lot of that shit was fire. It was a different, right? A lot of that shit was classic.
And
I ain't gonna lie. Shit, what was that song? Earthquake. What's his name? Earthquake. What was the song? I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher. That's it. Bone Crusher.
Yeah. North Carolina. We like that with Crime Man, Nick If Buck. Like, come on now. We like that shit.
T.I. came out.
When Andre got on that stage.
Remember T.I. came out that time?
Yeah. T.I. came out in 01.
Right, but around that time, T.I. Outkast had that classic tent where they sold. It went diamond in 2003.
I know what you're talking about too. The Double Disc album.
What was it? The something below, Love Down Below. What was that album?
Yeah, Love Down Below and Speak About.
Right.
They didn't have enough money to get on each individual album, so they had to put both their albums together as a double disc. And Andre 3000 had the Hey Y'all track.
Hey man, when Outkast first came out, man, I was addicted to Outkast because they had this.
You can't forget. You can't forget Goody Mob too.
Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris.
I like him a little bit. I mean,
come on, y'all. I know y'all. Come on, y'all. I know me and Terrell was in the car bouncing that me and you. Your mama and
your cousin too.
Yeah. Elevated. Throw your hands in the air and wave you like you just don't care. Yeah, man, that's my shit, boy.
That's how I look at it, Kids Trump. This is how I look at it. Every coast is gonna have a whack ass song. Every whack MC. You know what I'm saying? So it's whack. It's whack West Coast songs. It's whack East Coast songs. It's gonna be whack Midwest rap songs. It was whack Southern songs, but it was a lot of fire coming from the South. I mean, I ain't gonna act like
I like Lil Wayne when he was with Juvenile. You know, I like Carter
Yeah,
One.
we like that now. Yeah.
After that, I don't know what the hell he was doing, man. But I like some South music. I like South music now. Like I'm saying, like if okay, let's say the Migos, right? You guys may not like them, but I like the Migos. Okay, I like this. I like.
They can't make no albums, man. They
I think
can't make
no.
no albums.
Listen, I think
I
the
know what
Migos.
you're saying, but they the type of group that can make like hot singles and stuff. I would like them a little more if they can like make EPs and shit. But like each of them individually can't make an album like just like putting something together. Like this is Offset, this is Quavo, this is Takeoff. Like each of those albums that they done put out, I can't like really tell the difference between any of them and stuff. But they're like the type of group that can like make hot singles and shit.
Hey, I can't lie. When the Midwest sound started coming out, because I'm from Louisville, when Nelly first came out, I was like, "Oh, that's what Midwest sound like." Because everybody was all bumping that song. When he came out with that Midwest Spring, I couldn't stop bumping that because
Country Grammar.
Yeah, Pit Drill. Everybody like that's one of the best music videos I ever seen in my life. You see all the women in that music video? You remember BET Uncut? You had to wait until 3 in the morning to look at that music video. Him slide the card down the girl's ass, man. Nowadays you can't get music videos like that. You get gay dudes putting AKs in their mouth like in bits or something.
You said what? Hold up.
or you got a funny boy wearing a wedding dress doing the video talking about married to the game.
The nigga from Florida.
And Young Thug wearing a fucking dress too. And that
yeah, little Japanese dress, man, on his album cover. My name is Jeffrey. My name is you gay nigga. You better get out of here with that.
What that do, Lil Uzi Vert with the person and shit?
Man, that shit today, man. I can't do it, man.
Oh, no.
These are ad-lib rappers now. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, I like when Lil Jon do this shit, but like he had his own style and shit. He brought the energy to it because like he wants to kill a Lil Jon didn't even have to rap, man. All he had to do is just do little ad-libs and shit. That's all he had to do.
Like,
the rest of the rappers don't put in to do it.
The one guy who was gonna bring the West Coast back got killed too early too.
Cool.
Soulja Slim?
Yeah,
now, they was from the South. He was from the South.
You talking about Soulja Slim?
I'm trying to remember. He died like last year.
Miss Young.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were talking about back then. My bad.
No, he died in front of his business, but because yeah, Nipsey, man, like
yeah, I know you're talking about.
I listened to some of his songs, man, like I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was on point. Because I think he was gonna bring the West Coast back. I think he's gonna be a great actor too.
Oh yeah. You can tell he got that LA accent, you know. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in one of the movies with Rick Raines on one of the animal prison movies. I think he was in the second one because he was playing one of his sons and stuff. It's on YouTube though. But if you look at him, I was like, damn, he can be Snoop Dogg's son. Because the first time I seen it, I was like, damn, is that Snoop Dogg's son? It looks just alike.
Hey, you right on that. If they ever did a battle on Snoop Dogg, Nipsey Hussle would probably end up being the one playing Snoop Dogg. Because, hey, to remember when that Deep Cover song came out?
Whew.
Dr. Dre don't even like that damn song. I'm like, you don't like that? Nah, man, it ain't right, man. It ain't right. I don't like that. I'm like, damn, Dre, you don't like Deep Cover? I remember playing Aggressive Auto San Andreas. The first time I heard this one, I was like, who is this?
I think people went to go see the movie because of the song Deep Cover.
Yeah.
Probably. Gangsta at the top of my list. That's like
Snoop Dogg saying, just one day sitting on the Tucker trial. I was like, hell yeah. I don't know if it was when he had that murder trial. I was like, damn, Snoop, I don't think you need to be saying it, but I think it was a little behind that. I think it happened like further than that before his murder trial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
But let me ask y'all a question, man, because this is something that was going through my mind when it looked like it was becoming inevitable that he was going to pass. One thing that I hate, man, I mean, it's good for the family, okay? It's good for them because they're going to be compensated well, hopefully. Hopefully. But I hate how the music industry is going to just capitalize off this man's death.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm talking
You
about?
have niggas like, yep.
What you mean?
Diddy still doing that with Biggie D.
Like, you know, they're going to, like,
Do movies, TV shows,
Like they don't come out with
you
albums.
know,
They gonna come out with
yeah,
albums and
just
songs.
re-release of albums and
Yeah, we mastered
just
CDs and shit.
that was
And he was working on it.
fucking Biggie.
And he was working on another album too. He was coming out with a new album. So I don't know what's gonna happen with his album now. And like I was saying earlier, you already know that these sellers gonna be price gathering on the brother CDs and shit. Because Jay-Z ain't dead, but Reasonable Doubt still kilo prices. Why is that? Imagine if Jay-Z died. Imagine how much his damn CD is gonna be. I mean, Reasonable Doubt, they're gonna go up. Imagine how much flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood gonna be right now. Like like every time these rappers die, they prices go up on their CDs and stuff because they did the same thing to Nipsey Hussle when he died. His Victory Lap album then went up. They've been doing that, so they gonna cash out.
Ever since Michael Jackson died, I've been coming out hearing music from him to this day. They still coming out with new Michael Jackson songs. Like,
Prince just put out a new album. It's coming out. Prince got a new album coming out, Made in America or something. I'm like, damn, Prince got another album coming out. Shit, you just came out with something.
yeah. You know, and then you know it's also going to be. I'm gonna touch on it. You know, I gotta touch on it because it's gonna happen, and I already saw a little bit of it in the comment section. It's gonna be people that's gonna have conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like I saw one person that said that you know DMX died from the COVID vaccine, which there's no evidence of that whatsoever. It's gonna be the Illuminati angle where he was sacrificed for whatever reason. And, you know, you're gonna see a whole bunch of that shit coming out right now. And look, I'm not saying I don't believe in some conspiracy theories. I do, but some shit, man, is just disrespectful.
They just say something to try to get quick views, and a lot of these channels finna do that shit too. Motherfuckers ain't never heard a DMX song in their life, but they finna be talking about DMX.
Right.
That's why I had to tell these niggas earlier this morning.
Yeah, you're gonna see a whole lot. You're gonna see a whole lot of celebrities.
Go ahead, man.
You're gonna see a whole lot of celebrities who never met DMX and who never was his friend come out saying "Rest in peace, DMX" when you don't really don't know the guy, don't know what he was all about. Nothing. That's me sad.
And I'm glad you
they be doing that a lot though.
You can see a lot of people. You can see a lot of people, even on YouTube, that's 20 years old, don't even really know who DMX was until this past weekend. They will come out with crazy conspiracy theories just off of shit they looked at Wikipedia.
Yeah.
You know
and I want to say this, you know, I want him to be recognized in the next few years because you know how the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame get down with that hip hop artists and stuff. Because you got artists like LL Cool J that ain't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Nas not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you got niggas like Jay-Z being nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. But his first album came out in 1996. LL Cool J's first album, Radio, came out in 1985. You mean to tell me that Jay-Z can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? He can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame first, but LL Cool J got to wait. It's like LL Cool J 6 times trying to get in. Like when you have legendary artists like that, you know, artists like Shaka Khan, Sade, you know, artists like that can't get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you can have a nigga like Jay-Z get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before them. That just goes to show you that. I don't know how they're gonna do DMX because he is the first ballot Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Because you know he run that aggression and persona to his music. And, you know, artists like Onyx did that too. They crossed over. You know, they had rock artists, you know, doing like covers of their music and stuff. So they can't get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But I just want to see in the next few years because I think he'll be eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in like 2023. So you got to wait 25 years when your first album came out to be nominated. And so I just want to see how they do that since the brother done passed. I just want to see how they do that.
What's the requirements to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I didn't know. When I first heard of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I just thought you just had to do rock and roll, you know. But
nah, this what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame gonna have to recognize different types of genres of music if they actually want to stay afloat. Because they got all types of artists from different genres. They ain't never played a musical instrument. NWA in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They ain't never played no musical instrument. Run DMC in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They never played no musical instrument. Tupac should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right about now, but he ain't never played no musical instrument. You got a lot of artists from different genres. They done did legendary music. They done crossed over, and people from the rock genre has taken like covers from the music and stuff. So like if you made an impact on music and you have memories of like classic albums and stuff, you should be nominated. They should just do it like different every year, but like they got their favorites.
if that's the case, they should just put. So you telling me Tupac is not in there? Or
see, Tupac now came out in 1991. A lot of you young kids think All Eyes on Me was his first album. No, Tupac now came out in 1991. So he's been eligible for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame since 2016. And LL Cool J, he's been trying to get into it. I think this is like his 6th time trying to get into it. And like I was saying earlier, Chaka Khan, her as a solo artist ain't even in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You got to consider this too. You got to consider Rufus and Chaka Khan because they was a group. They should have automatically been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for all the classic albums they put out. And she done been doing this since the like 80s and stuff with her solo album. So they go to show you that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame got their favorites and shit.
Yeah, it's a definite bias, man, about who they let in and who they don't let in. And it don't seem to be about talent, and sometimes not even record sales, comparable to where you was out. It's like, it almost make me think it's about, well, did this person donate to this and that and grease this person palms, or, because how the hell, like you said, how the hell Jay-Z is in, but not LL Cool J?
He got nominated. They have a vote. Like, you got to get a certain amount of votes before they put you in. But he's been nominated this year. And I always said this: Nas and Jay-Z should go in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at the same time. Why you gonna put Jay-Z in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before LL Cool J? The fucking Fat Boys ain't even in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm like,
hold on, man. LL is the reason why people know New York rap. If it wasn't for him,
yes,
being a pioneer of New York rap, ain't no Jay-Z, ain't no Biggie.
Is Rakim in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
He was the first hip hop superstar, the mainstream superstar LL Cool J was, but you don't have like groups like Eric B. and Rakim going in. You don't have groups like Kool G Rap and DJ Polo going in. I mean, the Juice Crew, they should go in as a group, So you don't have like certain artists like that. I'm surprised they let Janet Jackson in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ever since that Justin Timberlake shit happened in 2004, but they couldn't deny her impact on the music and stuff. So it's just vital when it comes to shit like that.
Hey, let me address something right quick. Somebody in the chat posted something, said, T. Price said, whoever did a thumbs down must be a hater and don't have a heart. I suspect it's this motherfucker name, what's his goddamn name? I Am King. This nigga's a rabid Michael Jordan dick riding faggot, man. And the thing about it is I was a Michael Jordan fan growing up, and I still admire his game. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, but that don't mean that I can't be objective and say I don't think he's the greatest anymore. I think it's Wilt. Because I said Wilt's the greatest, this nigga don't like me. That's what you call the epitome of a dick-sucking, faggot-ass fanboy.
I mean,
So fuck
everybody
them.
got their opinions when it comes to like basketball and shit, but you know, everybody got their opinions when it comes to like shit like that. But you ain't worry about the haters and shit. All you can do is just rip them off each other.
I kept on. I always say this too, Raw. I like Michael Jordan too, but I like what he did for my Bulls team. Ain't
Right.
got individual. I like what he did for my team because the Bulls my favorite team, and he helped my Bulls win a couple of championships. So
This is crazy, man. Like if you criticize somebody, that makes you a hater. Huh? So everybody's like walking around, they gods, I guess now, right? Everybody walking around are infallible gods. You can't criticize anything. I can be criticized. You know, times I get criticized, and sometimes some criticism is good. There's constructive criticism. I listen to a lot
They're
of
too
things.
sensitive. This whole Me Too shit going on. These dudes, these just straight up bitches. They got their skirts down. They can't take criticism. They can't, like, if you say that this dude is trash and he can't rap, like you'll listen to this nigga's music. You'll be like, yeah, he's garbage, but like that's your opinion. We might not like the same music that you like. Like I come from a different era. I'm only 26 years old, and the way these niggas out here rapping and shit, I feel like I'm old. Like, damn, I'm only 22. Like, music has changed so much that I just keep it in a certain era. You know, I listen to all types of music from different genres. You know, the thing I like about reggae music is that it gives you a good feeling. It gives you like good soul. You can move to it. Nowadays, you'll listen to a dude, you'll be like, I like the beat though, but the dude ain't saying nothing. I really can't feel him. Like I can feel the beat though, but they ain't saying nothing.
The media, like the thing, the media be pushing these, you know, artists. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like they don't get real talent. Like they got people like they, you know, I heard I look in the webs, my freaking computer and shit and all this and the media and shit. You know, Cardi B, they saying like she in the same level as Lauryn Hill because she won a Grammy and shit. I don't even know how the hell she won a Grammy over my guy Pusha T and Nipsey Hussle.
You already know what she did. She got her knees dirty, dog. You already know how she got down. You think Daytona? You think Cardi B is raising the poverty is better than Daytona? You need to be slapping your damn face.
Nah, they saying she better than Lauryn Hill and all of them. Shit.
Man,
they saying she the queen of rap.
Lil Kim's hardcore album was shit on her album.
Hold up. They saying she's a queen of rap. Seriously?
Yes. Yes.
Queen of second dick.
Oh
but
my
God.
That's
what the media is pushing.
What has man?
Not just Cardi B, but these other trash rappers too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're not looking for.
These bitches can't compare to like the female MCs of yesteryear. Like if you put Cardi B trash ass album up against Foxy Brown's Ill Nah Nah, Lil Kim's hardcore, fucking Queen Latifah's all hail the queen. MC's like all eyes on this. Like it's in comparison, man. You can't win.
So they say Cardi B way better than MC Light right now.
Nicki Minaj better than her.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj.
Shit, Nicki Minaj. She queen of rap too. She better know Lil Kim.
Nicki Minaj's Friday album is way better than that. Yep, Roxanne Shante. Trying to think of.
And most of these songs were pop music that was really popular, not even real rap music. You really think about it. For Nicki Minaj,
SZA is better than Cardi B, and she ain't even a rapper.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what they pushing, man.
Too raw. Where has the rap game gone, man? Like,
like if you put like a high percentage of these female MCs and just tell you to spit a hot 15, look, I want you to go on YouTube now and put it Hot 97 Sweetie freestyle. You know the chick that was with Quavo and shit.
She trash too.
Like I see a whole lot of females talking about they won't be taking that serious rappers, but they come out with songs talking about Whack.
That song was trash too, bro. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say.
Eve Lil Riders First Lady album is better than Cardi B's Raising the Privacy. Eve Scorpion album for 2001, which is celebrating its 20-year anniversary this year, is way better than Cardi B's Raising the Privacy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that gets me, man, is people get on Paul Pierce for being with, around women who they assume are strippers. But a fucking stripper gets to interview a presidential candidate and gets to have a song about how wet her pussy is, be commended by a fucking U.S. representative like Maxine Waters. That just goes to the gender play, man.
Her old ass ought to be ashamed of herself, because she came from an era when black women wasn't respected, and you fucking 80-something years old, bitch, you know what the fuck she talking about in that goddamn song. She was like, well, I don't know what the song's about, but I like it. Like, is that getting you like reading cards? Is that getting you like reading cards or something? I feel like this is a presidential debate. Like, you know how these motherfuckers just be saying shit that be ass backwards. I just feel like some of these old people that U.S. representatives just need to retire. They get like some young black people that can represent us right, and just it's so many old motherfuckers that's representing the United States of America. Like, it's become a certain time when you need to sit your ass down and let these young kids like handle this shit. Like,
you're right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. We got too many of them old motherfuckers going around.
Yeah, man, but Cardi B, hell no. Oh, God. I wish I was at home now. I'll show you some female albums and stuff. Like, you like, man, Bobby Brown's Broken Silence, like, will kill her, man. Like, if you give them, like, ask her to freestyle without talking about sucking dick, twerking her ass, and getting money from niggas by planting, I'm trying to think what the fuck she did, because he was out here robbing man for money.
Some guys back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, used to go to the club and have a little rap battle where they go back and forth. Now certain rappers can do that today. Certain rappers cannot do that without
auto-tune.
They can't do it. It's impossible.
Most writers,
like, give them the microphone and tell them to spin on stage.
Rapper knows how to freestyle on the spot. A certain rapper who don't know how to ain't great at freestyle and got to write it down just to do it.
Yeah, and you know.
Don't get me started.
Oh, you want to go?
It don't get me started on these double XL freestyles. Like, you'll be. Oh my God, man! The double XL a lot of been saying with this stuff, man. Because I've
seen rapper challenge LL Cool J, and he just killed them on the spot. So never challenge. He still got it to this day.
He can still spit. He can still spit today, man. Oh, Rakim! Oh my gosh!
See, I wish artists like Big L and Big Pun were still alive. To just embarrass these niggas, man. Oh my God, man. I miss rest in peace to Big L and Big Pun, man. Like, they're the old dirty bastard.
And that's the thing now. Like, you know what, rap music and hip hop probably is dead. You know why? Because for if you want to be a country singer, you at least gotta sing. You want to be a pop singer, you at least sing. If you want to do rock and roll, you at least got to fucking sing. But now, for rap and hip hop music, back in the day, you at least got to spit and freestyle and have metaphors, hyperboles, just straight spit and stuff. I'm not saying you have to be like Eminem or anything, but you at least got to sound good. But now you can it's talking styles, rap,
man.
It's talking rap.
You had different styles back then. You had the dance rap, you had the gangster rap, you had the party rap, you had the female rap. Like, it was so different. You had the gang banger rap, like MC8 and DJ Quick. You had artists like, Ice Cube, political shit.
With the gangster rap, they were at least spitting. I don't promote that stuff, they were at least spitting though. You would think about it. You DJ Quick was smart.
And I'm gonna say this, even though they were spitting gangster lyrics, some of them were actually dropping jewels, man. They was telling stories about their life and stuff. So I ain't just gonna say gangster rap did this, gangster rap did that. Gangster rap helped a lot of people through hard times and stuff, because like some gangbangers actually want to hear some gangbanging shit, and they want to see like what's going on in the hood and stuff. Because if you ain't talking about that, you know they're gonna need a theme or like a album to listen to while they doing that thing. You know,
Like
it was different from reality back then.
yeah, but it was at least. I'm just saying it was at least lyrical and shit. That's all I'm saying. But you probably say like, well, rap music, especially like social media, because you got like SoundCloud. You can release a song, or like, you can release an album or a song right now. You don't have to wait for publishing. You don't have to wait till the radio be playing you like they did back then in the 90s, early 2000s. Soon as social media came out, you can release a song if you want.
Well, the guys, it's better to be the independent artist instead of being signed to a record company right now.
Yeah, you better stay independent. They're gonna give you that 360 deal. It's gonna go round and round and round. No matter what you do, they're gonna make money off everything you do. Oh nigga, you wanna go on tour, we're gonna get a cut of that. Or you wanna go to this signing where you've been paid for, we're gonna get a cut of that. Or you wanna go to the strip club and make it rain on the hoes and you ain't trying to tell us, we're gonna get a cut of that. Everything you do, they're gonna get a cut of. You might as well stay independent, man. The record labels is dead, man. Like back then you had so many record labels who specialize in certain types of music for the artists. Nowadays they only got a certain amount of record labels with all these artists on here, which they don't know what to do. Like look at Rockefeller now. Like name me 5 Rockefeller artists right about now that you actually know. And name me 5 Rockefeller artists back then that you probably know. Which era is you gonna pick? You gonna pick this era of unknown artists on the rock, or you gonna pick the golden era of the rock? You had artists like Killer Cameron, George Santana, Jim Jones, Dipset, Beanie Siegel, The General, State Property, Philadelphia Freeway. Come on now. You think I'm gonna pick this Rockefeller up against yesteryear's Rockefeller? You must be out of the goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Shout out to LeBron is GLOAT. Yeah, I know you coming on late. Yeah, I know you were one of the ones hoping and praying for a miracle, man. But unfortunately, we lost a legend today, DMX, at the age of 50. I got hungry, guys.
Yeah, man.
I'm eating a sandwich, so I'm eating right now. I got hungry.
Cool, man. You know how certain people be on YouTube. Oh, this nigga eating while he's doing the live stream. Motherfucker, we human. We eat, motherfucker. What you mean?
No problem. Yeah.
I ain't want to end it, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I end it because I'm hungry, but I ain't want to end it.
Yeah, you want to eat your food, man. You hungry, man? Like you know how sensitive some of these subscribers be and shit. Like when you be doing stuff that don't be appealing to them and stuff. I just be like, if you don't like my music, don't listen to it. If you don't like the vinyl record I put on my channel, don't listen to it. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vinyl records that I done uploaded to my channel. So if you don't like this, listen to something else.
Yep.
Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all.
Does anybody know what religion DMX was?
He was Christian, right? I mean, I seen him reading the Bible one time on, So I guess he changed.
I don't know. I don't know that he was just a real brother. I'm not really fond of most of this religion shit, so no telling.
No, I just want to know if he may end up being cremated out. They just gonna lay him.
I hope they don't cremate his body, because they did. Big Pun's body was cremated. His wife got his urn and stuff. Like his ashes are in an urn and stuff.
I just knew he was very familiar with the Bible. I don't know like what his religious affiliation was. I assume Christian.
Yeah, no telling how they handle like the funeral things and stuff. Like I don't know how they're gonna handle like the funeral and stuff. I hope they don't like try to like charge people like they did like the Nipsey Hussle funeral. See, I'm like, you charging niggas to go to a funeral now?
and that's the thing too. Like, I don't mean to like be rude. Like if you come to my funeral, right, when I'm dead, right? Okay, I'm Christian, all right, and it's nothing but the God, Lord in here. And I was seeing Nipsey Hussle's funeral they did on live TV, you know, and people were like cussing and stuff. Like, dude, I don't want you to be cussing at my funeral, bro. Like, I'm trying to go up.
They messed up with Rick Faker in this funeral, like that. Had some little creepy ass preacher that's trying to grab on Ariana Grande's ass or something. I was like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was
He
like,
was
what
trying
the
to fill
hell?
out that ass, man. Ariana Grande looked like a little schoolgirl. I can't mess with her, man. She alright, but like you can't be messing with women like that and look like little schoolgirls and shit. You might think she's 22, you pulling up. The cops look at you like, what you doing with that little 13-year-old? I was like, she's 22, got a car, nigga. But she got ID. Cops paid your ass. Like, damn.
I don't know how old some of y'all are, but I used to be on Tiny Chat, and his producer used to come on there with Puff Daddy producer Tony Dofat. His producers used to tell stories before DMX became famous. When he first heard DMX rap, his mouth dropped open. He couldn't believe a dude like came in the studio sounding like sound like he was sounding. He said, "Man, you're the one." He said, "You're the one." We knew he was the one when we first heard him rap, and he produced every single album he did.
Yeah, I think Leo Corn said that in an interview. He was like, I went into like the studio and DMX was in there with a bunch of dudes and he was doing a Get At Me dog, but his mouth was messed up. But you know, DMX just came out there like a pit bull and just ripped that shit. Then Leo Corn was like, yeah, we got him. He's the one. He gonna be the one that save Def Jam and shit. Cause you know Def Jam was going through like tough times and shit. You know, LL Cool J couldn't hold it down all by himself and stuff. Even though that LL Cool J, you know, they still had to bring their street presence back. You know, and DMX was the answer.
Yeah.
You can say DMX kind of saved Def Jam because Def Jam was coming out with bullshit back.
You're right. He saved Def Jam because Def Jam was going through some bullshit because I don't know what all they put out, but I know that Phenomenon album from LL Cool J. Yeah, I'd rather listen to Mr. Smith. That's all I'm gonna say from '95. So, you know, you had Nas ruling, but you know the East Coast needed help though. But you had Wu-Tang Clan out there still doing their thing. Yeah, see, '98 was a good year, man. Like Big Pun, Capital Punishment came out this year. No, Mob Deep Murder Music, they come out to '99. Okay, I can say that. Outkast, Aquemini. You know, you had a lot of artists came out that year. I think Busta Rhymes, one of Busta Rhymes' albums came out that year too. And I consider '98 one of the at least top 5 best years in hip hop. But I put 1996.
Like I said yesterday. When I first heard that song, DMX Stop Being Greedy, I was hooked.
I like that Heat track from Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, because they remind you of the movie Heat when they was in that shootout, when they robbed that bank and shit. Because basically, I think he got the concept from that movie to put in that song and stuff.
I think he gained more popularity when Belly came out. Man, everybody tried to be like his current.
The intro when they was walking into the club, they using that Soul to Soul, How Do You Want It track. That song fit that movie, man. Like when they first coming in, walking into the strip clubs and shit. Then the momentum started building it. He shot the bitch with the sound feature. She just went through the glass and shit. Then they were just getting the money and stuff. You already knew it was about to be a fire ass movie, man. Doing all that.
I ain't seen.
Yep.
I ain't seen it in a minute, man.
Yep, you ain't gonna be able to see it. They finna go up on price now.
Yep. But hey,
go on eBay.
Y'all be listening to Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole?
Yeah, I love Kendrick Lamar. He
Yeah,
remind me
yeah.
of that old school rap.
Both of them need to come out with an album, man. Cause you know, I know Pusha T gonna come out with another album this year. I think he was saying, and I still gotta listen to that Nas King Disease because I got like the vinyl and shit, so I gotta play that and upload it to the channel and stuff.
Hey,
So I'm ready. I'm ready for it to come up.
yeah, I think like the list of top 10 best rappers ever. I think somebody gotta get moved, and you probably gotta put Kendrick Lamar in there, or probably J. Cole. Who knows? Even probably Drake. That's my opinion about it.
You said Drake.
I mean, I haven't really thought about top 10. I mean, I did want to
hard, man. I gotta do it from like each era. Like I just don't want to do it from all time.
It's kind of hard. You know what, though? You know what? It's kind of hard to do a top 10 rap list because a lot of it got to do with your musical taste, and some of it got to do with like how old you are.
Everybody on the list is different.
Yeah, but
you might have niggas say Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time, which I consider him probably like a good mixtape rapper. Like he can freestyle and shit, but like when it comes to him like making songs and shit, and like with different topics, he can't do that. Like if you have an artist like 50 Cent, like he can come up with straight fire ass hooks and he can bring a concept to a song. Like that's the type of dude I listen to. But like with Lil Wayne and his albums and his style of music that he's doing now, I don't really fuck with it.
I mean, yeah.
Is DMX top 5 now?
Nah. I'm sorry to say it, but no.
I don't know.
It depends how you feel though. Like everybody list gonna be different. You know, that's why I say I'd rather do it from each era. You know, because really you don't get a lot of people talk about the first era of hip hop. You know, because like if you look at certain songs and stuff, like coming from the 90s and stuff with that Bad Boy, you know, Jiggy resurface and shit. You know, they was taking like 80 samples and stuff and bringing those songs back to life and stuff. You don't really get a lot of these artists these days that can actually do it right. Like I was shocked that like
Let me say something right quick. I saw that correction, Stephanie, dude. Now, let me tell LB, you got him. He on your mind. Now she said, "Hello, LB, in the entire chat." Oh, I meant Two Raw for TV in the entire chat.
Yeah, Stephanie.
No, I just playing with you. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
You could, Stephanie. You could. Yeah, like I was saying, like I was surprised that like you hear this bitch Megan Thee Stallion using the Easy Boys in the Hood sample. I'm like, she ain't the type of artist that can actually use that. Like if you're gonna use a sample like that, you need to do your research. I just don't want anybody using like certain samples and shit. Cause we all know in hip hop, we done seen certain artists use samples and shit and just straight fuck it up. It just makes you want to smack them upside their head. Like. Right. Crazy, man. That's why I be thinking. That's why I be grateful that like certain artists don't want them using their shit. Because I think Nicki Minaj was trying to use. I ain't gotta think of this shit, man. She made this song in the '80s called Fast Car. I can't think of this lady's name, man. I think her name.
Hey, I'm out here, y'all. I'm gonna go check on Instagram and Twitter on what they're gonna say on social media, man. Because right now, I'm trying to find out what everybody's saying right now.
Yeah, man. You already know you're gonna have your shit conference and stuff.
All right now, Lou. Thanks for coming on the panel, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, Lou.
She said, "I got you." About this top 10 thing, I mean, just off the top of my head, you know, me personally, I don't know about top 5, but I would feel comfortable putting DMX like sort of like in the lower part of my top 10. He feel about right there.
Yeah, maybe 4. So
It's subjective. I mean,
Yeah.
you can make a case he's a top 5 rapper. I definitely put him like in my top 10. I think I did have him in my top 10 before because I did do a top 10 rap list. This was a long time ago, like 7, 8 years ago. Like it was a long time ago.
We
You know,
know
he got a
these
case.
kids lists ain't gonna be different. We know these kids lists from this era gonna be different, so you already know how they're gonna be. But it depends because it could change either way. Because you might think you listen to this certain album, you might think this dude up there, then you just switch it out. So you're gonna be switching it out all the time and stuff. Even
Hey,
the top
Stephanie
5
Dude said.
hard to do.
Stephanie Dude said, "Were you talking about Tracy Chapman Fast Car?"
Yeah, Tracy Chapman. She tried to use that sample, and Tracy Chapman, she sued Nicki Minaj for that, and she won like I think $400,000. So that goes to show you that not all these legendary artists want you using their music, because most of them don't believe in sampling. They want you to actually come authentic with the music, you know. So you just gotta be careful when you use certain people's music and shit. Like, say you want to use a Prince sample, you gonna have to talk to their estate. And you know Prince was the type of artist, he didn't want everybody using his music and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stephanie Dude said, "Did you see the hit piece the Post did on DMX yesterday? What did those slime balls say about him? They probably brought up his drug use, right?"
You know they're gonna bring that up every time a black man do something wrong or die. They did the same shit with Kobe with the rape allegations. That white bitch on TV was talking about him.
Kobe never did.
Bring that shit up when everybody got allegedly rape allegations when he was in that situation. they was bringing that shit. They was bringing that shit up when he died and stuff.
That's my problem with that shit, man. Like, okay, if you are talking about some fat, stank ass, sweaty, ugly ass hillbilly, and he raping like some beautiful girl, okay, I'm more inclined to believe that than a multimillionaire, world renowned. He was considered handsome, I guess. Young basketball player who could fuck any woman in the goddamn world, but he's sweating over her stinking ass pussy. Come on, man. Anybody with common sense know Kobe fucked her. He cheated, but that's it. That's between him and his wife. She forgave him. End of story. These motherfuckers wait until he died. Go ahead.
He was doing the same shit on Paul Pierce when he had the strippers. I heard that his wife was there, so his wife was probably getting a lap dance too with some titties in her face. So I don't see why people get so mad at him, brother, when you have white motherfuckers on ESPN snorting coke off strippers' asses and shit, like on some Donald Trump shit. But they were saying that to the white dude. If a black dude do something wrong, it's all hell done broke loose.
So why would? Okay, she said they brought up his bankruptcy, foreclosures on his homes, etc. Why do they care? Well, you know,
they ain't gonna do that with a white person. It depends. Like if it's like out there, then they have no choice but to bring it up. Like if it's a black dude and it's just something minor, like they'll think you just the biggest piece of shit in the world, and they'll get your own people to just put gasoline on the fire. You just keep it burning. But if one of those cool niggas do something, then when we say something about it, they want to get mad. Oh, why y'all talking about me, man? I'm going through shit. Nigga, you should have been talking that cool shit when this brother was going through stuff.
You're right, man.
This is why I don't take niggas like Stephen A. Smith serious, Jason Whitlock, Roland Martin. I don't take niggas like that serious, man.
You know he coming, and I can't.
Who, Jason Whitlock?
I'm waiting on Jason Whitlock to say something bad about DMX. I'm going to tell you right now. It's gonna be a thriller and a chiller. When I get that fat gorilla and goddamn the Vicenta, I'm gonna goddamn eat his fat ass. I'm waiting on him because I know his cool ass got something. He gonna have something bad to say about DMX.
Hey, did Jason Whitlock criticize Paul Pierce too when he was with the strippers?
What'd you say now?
Did Jason Whitlock criticize Paul Pierce when he was with the strippers?
Jason fat ass.
You know, he probably didn't, and the only reason why he didn't
because he was
is because he knows that his audience is kind of more conservative. So it goes against the grain of the left, which is, you know, the Me Too movement. So he probably let that slide.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He probably didn't say anything about it.
He gonna let it slide like a stick of butter on some pancakes with his fat ass.
I'm gonna shit on the box that nigga.
I think he beat the shit out that nigga, man. They ain't even basketball player.
Subway sandwich away.
Man.
What's up, James?
That you want to spit it. He's the type of nigga that you want to spit in his face and not say no more about it.
What's
Shoot, man.
up, fam?
What up,
everybody? Once again, man. Listen, I had to step out right quick for a second, but I still was listening. Yeah, I was cooking on some real stuff, bro. I couldn't wait to jump back in here. But y'all keep cooking. I'm gonna jump in as y'all continue.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about how I know, you know, now it's gonna be this outpouring of sympathy and grief, you know, and love to DMX. It's gonna be a coon brigade. It's gonna be a coon brigade that's gonna come out and try to slander this man's name. And I'm gonna eat to these motherfuckers. I swear to God, I'm like a fucking lion. I'm like a lion looking over the horizon. I'm waiting for any fucking cackling ass, jigaboo ass, goddamn hyena ass coon coming. I'm gonna eat his ass up. You know,
I'm glad you brought it up too.
Man.
I already know.
Yeah, but with his drug addiction, I'm like, let's say like you got a friend, right, that you knew, and he was doing like drugs. If he was doing weed, I got no problem with it. Just make sure you get it legal because it just became legal in our state. You ain't that right, too raw. But let's say like I had a friend doing cocaine, man. I'm gonna try my best to tell him to stop doing this. Honestly, man, I might have to, you know, I don't know if this is wrong or right. I might have to tell like one of his brothers, you know, or something like that, just to like chill out or something like that. But let's just say like DMX, he probably was hiding it from his friends or his people, because I think that's the type of dude he is. If he has a problem, he don't want to show nobody else. He don't want to go to the media and cry, or to his friends and start crying. Nah, I'm pretty sure he kept that to himself. You know, it's like when you did something bad, but you don't want to tell your mom or anything because you don't want to hurt her in any way, shape, or form. But I think he was just hiding it, to be honest with you. And that's the thing with, you know, drug addiction sometimes that I've seen a lot, you know, down here. They don't want to tell nobody, but you can tell they on the stuff sometimes, and they do it when the doors are closed. Man, that's basically all I gotta say about that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When y'all was talking about the best rapper alive, I know he ain't have no long like album career for us dropping albums back to back, but if you watch his mixtape, the features that he did and the albums that he did drop, them bitches was classics, man. He never fell. He never disappointed us. You know how some niggas album will drop and you'll just have like 3 or 4 songs you could bump off that bitch and that's it. You know, I remember those days like when y'all was talking about the 90s and how the music has changed. I never understood why it's changed. You know, that's what I be complaining about sports, man. If it's fundamental and it's basic and it work, why you gotta come change it? Rapping is rapping. Yeah. Everybody want to be a singer now. Niggas ain't rapping no more. Niggas using auto-tune. Niggas want to be the Temptations, the 5 Heartbeats. You seen Kodak Black, Gucci Man, and Bruno Mars? I like the song, I like the concept, but look how they was dressed. Come on, bro. Come on,
you know
man.
What I think a little bit of it is, James? You know, I think a little bit of it is, James, is becoming accepted by the mainstream. I think might have been one of the worst things that happened to rap in the long run.
Yeah,
because it lost that edge. You know, rap
that
used to
hard
be
shit,
about
man.
rap was about, you know, going against the grain, going against like the enemy was. We know who our enemy was, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Them. But slowly it became more internal, and more rappers, you know, when they rap now, they always talking about how they quit to kill a nigga. You know,
Right,
it's
exactly,
more,
exactly.
it's us, and it's no longer them.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that flipped around. I'm
And
not
I can
saying
agree with you.
occasionally we didn't have beefs with each other, but the
Mhm.
target was
That's
always fuck the
that's
police,
one
fuck
of
the
the
mainstream, fuck
things I
Trump.
never understood.
Right, right. And you know, and I think that's by design. I think that's by design. You know, as long as you pump in that self-hate shit, that's fine. But every rapper that goes conscious, he disappears. If a
Yeah, that's what I
rapper,
was
Yeah,
about to
no,
ask you.
Yeah,
That was
like
my
I don't,
question to you
I
then
never.
too, Raw.
But
But
can
listen, the public enemies, the Rakim, the Slick Rich, the
Mhm.
storyteller in the rap. Can't you, like, us woke people see this shit, but let these young motherfuckers tell it, oh no, it ain't like that. Them niggas just fell off. They ain't rapping about nothing. The first
they
thing you
just
said
they
when I
ain't
was
hot.
listening
Exactly.
to when you said, man, the South been hot, but they just wasn't catching on to our lingo. From Ghetto Boys
Yeah.
on down, man. Like,
yeah,
come
get it,
on,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They
And
been
Project
had
Pat,
right,
hits
man.
down here.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Mafia.
yeah,
Project Pat, Tennessee,
I
them,
love
8 Ball,
Project Pat, bro.
MJG, them dudes wasn't selling out.
yeah,
And when they
man.
saw
Yeah,
how the
We got the
mainstream was,
talented.
them dudes never took the
yeah, man. I'm
bit
from.
into that
Yeah,
apple. Like they stayed home, they pumped in their own city, and they fuck with the people who fuck with them, and they
Mhm.
relevant still to this day. So when they did that
Yes.
deal with what you call it with Diddy, I heard y'all talking about that too. That song that Homer was
Yeah.
talking about, that's a true song, man. We started
I
this.
told you.
Dog, them dudes was telling the truth in that song. That why you think they ain't going no more? Diddy heard them whole lot, man. We can't boo, go ahead. Because y'all about to
You can't be
influence the
talking
young
that
people to go back to that other shit. And we
right.
trying not to do that. You feel me? But them dudes paid the way. Like when Jay President started, they passed that shit along, man. When the South got a hold to it, we ain't just ball hog that shit. We put ATL on, we put Tennessee on, they put Louisiana on. Master P got a taste of the apple. He went to moving around. Everybody down here was spreading that wealth. When it was on the West Coast and the East Coast, them niggas was ignoring everything everywhere else. They kept it on their barrels. And we was still
Yeah.
supporting them niggas with their movement. You feel me? But at the end of the day, now South got it, everybody got a problem. Now I don't agree with the stanky legs and the Laffy Taffies and the
I ain't like
Superboy
the
and the
last chapter.
you all
Ain't
that
nothing
shit.
like it.
Just keep it
They keep
rap.
that
You
Soulja
feel
Boy
me?
shit though.
My
And
fat,
they
yeah,
can
that's what I'm
keep
trying to
that
say.
Soldier Boy shit.
But like
I
I was
still
saying
don't know why.
earlier that
I,
but like I was saying earlier that like you had some songs that was like real good though, but you had the kids dancing to it. Like if you can get the old folks dancing to it, they'd probably bring them back to an era like when they was in the club dancing and stuff. But you know nowadays you'll get a nigga that put a dance out and it'll be the gayest shit ever. So that's why I was saying like I like this style from
Hey,
like those 2000s and stuff. But like I get what you were saying though.
no, I don't hate the South rap, bro. I don't, bro. Believe me, I don't. But
Yeah, I know you
it
know,
depends.
but
It
I
depends on
you
what
know
you
what I'm
get
listen
saying.
what
You
to.
know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
it depends on the artist. It depends on the artist.
Hey,
Yeah,
It's
I
yeah.
ain't
like
It
gonna
that
depends
lie
on
with
to
what
I
you
you.
like
listen to.
Outkast Project, bro. Believe me, bro. For real, I love these artists, bro. But sometimes I just don't like really like.
You know how long
That's
it took people to catch on to UGK? That's why Pimp
Yeah,
C said
yeah.
what he
Right,
said.
right. Nola, right, right.
But when
James,
Pimp
yeah.
C said what he said, I think that was the worst thing he could have ever did, but he was a
Hey,
stand-up
James.
guy.
Hey, James.
What's that?
Hey, they think Jay Z put they they think they they they, they think Jay Z put UGK on, but
Nah,
you
that
just can't
wasn't
make
true.
the damn track.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
no, I'll tell you like this, dog.
yeah,
You know what I got out that whole
yeah.
picture? Nigga wasn't fucking with Jay-Z because the nigga was already hearing so much shit about him. So know what I think Jay-Z did? The same thing he did with Cash Money when he put that whack ass verse on that Juvenile track.
Yeah,
So where you
Hey,
niggas at? Dog, that nigga did that shit to get the mainstream down south so people could start listening to him more. He put Pimp C and Bun B on, and so now you got Houston. People gonna start listening, man. Damn, that nigga on there with
because
Bun B and Pimp
UGK was
C.
already legend
Right.
Yeah,
before they
because it
He
was
met Jay.
expanded
already
his
hot down here.
base.
Yeah, he was just
They
expanding his
didn't.
base too, bro. That's all it was.
They didn't
So
Yeah.
when
need
he did
Jay-Z.
that album
Jay-Z
for
needed them niggas.
Juvenile, now you got niggas in New Orleans listening to him. You know who niggas in New Orleans was listening to from New York? And I promise to God, it wasn't no Jay-Z, nigga. It was Lox, DMX.
No.
It was Benny Siegel. It was fucking Chris and Neef. It was Freeway. You feel me? I'm just
Big
telling
Pong, Big
you the real
Pong.
shit in the
Back in the day, Big
90s.
Pong, bro.
Nigga was listening to Peter Crack, nigga. Peter Crack was nice. Who was with them boys?
Mm-hmm.
Then the red nigga who Benny Siegel was trying to kiss on the jaw, whatever he was trying to do in that video that time. I don't
Man,
know what the
Lil Wayne,
fuck Benny was doing.
Lil Wayne when his prime, when he was with Juvenile, I don't care what no man says, bro.
But that's who taught him the game, though. Dudes is way older than Wayne. Wayne didn't even much curse, man. But when Wayne started cursing,
Hey, James.
only thing Wayne did, huh?
Nah, man.
What
When you start wearing them skinny jeans and all that shit, man, I'm like, what the hell?
No, Wayne started that with that truck fit shit though. See, that was his own brand. But see, well, Wayne, look, everybody know Wayne a sellout, bro. Keep it 100. Wayne is fucking with them people, man. So Wayne gonna push that type of agenda. Wayne gonna push that type of agenda.
Hey, look at Lil Wayne's fans now between now and when he was in Juvenile. What's the difference?
No, but the only thing about it, they still gonna protect him though. Like with the shootout with Young Thug, protection. The jail time. Nobody can't carry no gun in New York. Pac got 4 years for that shit.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
you can't. Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, this nigga got 9 months. Come on, man.
I would
Bro,
imagine
when he
though,
dropped that 400 degrees, man.
Hey, I would imagine that Wayne probably got more white fans now than he used to.
Yes.
Yeah, he do.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
He definitely do.
Repping Trump and bigging him up and endorsing Trump. Yeah, he probably got more.
Tua, why you think he did that though? It's all about business.
I think it was both a business
Yeah.
smart business thing, and he knew what was going on with them charges.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
you
because
know what I'm
Wayne
saying?
crossed over. Wayne,
Right.
Wayne is mainstream.
Mhm.
Yeah, he went mainstream.
Hey, you heard Jay-Z about to try to come out with an African album? Who heard that shit?
With Beyonce, with his wife, or
No, he just coming out with another album, and it's supposed to be on the African culture. Like he's stealing so many people concepts. Like, dog, I don't understand, dog. Like,
Jay-Z is a chameleon. Jay-Z is a chameleon.
Listen, y'all remember when Wayne said, "I'm the best rapper alive"? That what made Jay-Z come back out of retirement. That nigga could listen. Lyrically wise, that nigga ain't on Wayne level. He know that. Wayne metaphors the punchline and eat Jay-Z up just alone. Now, if Wayne was to really sit down and go back to writing again when he couldn't curse, man, listen to this dude, man, when he was writing his own shit before Gilly the Kid came around trying to get the props. Now, you always gonna have ghostwriters. You know what I mean? Everybody do. But the way they was trying to make it seem like Gilly did this so much for Wayne, man, Gilly, you wasn't even much around when Wayne started rapping. You see what I'm saying? And on that true story with BG, where you was? And that dude in his own way, that dude been fucking writing. That's why he say I don't need no pen, no pad, because I've been around too many niggas in the game to understand. You feel me? So when he started just coming out the top of the dome and just spitting what how he feel, he gonna say what the fuck he won't say. That's believe that. But he got backup to do that, y'all. Let any other rapper do that. Why you don't hear the Lox no more? Why you think you don't hear none of these other rappers? Nas, MJG, 8Ball, Tiller, fuck BG in jail, C Murder in jail, Mac in jail, Soldier Slim dead, Magic dead. All the real niggas ain't gonna be nowhere fucking down, dog.
BG,
but not.
Yeah.
I'm about to listen to
They use us for prey, dog. They see us coming. I remember when Soldier Slim had a birthday party, and he said, "I'm sending this demo to The Rock." That's when him and BG came out with that Thug Brothers. And So Slim had that Walter Payton throwback Jackson State jersey on. You might could find the shit on the internet. They probably took the bitch down. They keep taking it down, re-uploading it. That boy say, man, listen, they already know what it's hitting for. I'm on my own now, pushing my own shit. We about to send this demo to Jay-Z. If Jay-Z don't answer to us, we beefing with The Rock. And that boy was serious. That boy was already up there in New York, riding around distributing his own shit, trying to get deals. You feel what I'm saying? But nobody wasn't fucking with him because he was too street. He was in and out of jail. And they knew he had a bag on his head. They knew he had a bag on his head.
I just never understood why everybody kiss his dude's ass, man. What is?
I know, dog. That's shocking. What Jay-Z got that everybody can't get for himself?
Look, I don't hate Jay-Z, but he be stealing big rhymes, bro. And like,
I guess
he
it's
be a
because
little
white
overrated.
folks always praise him so much, man. You know,
Let me ask
the
y'all a
mainstream
question.
always praise him.
What's up?
How that situation happened with Dame? Do y'all really think it was Dame's fault or his fault too, bro? Because I really think that was more Dame's idea, but Jay-Z fucking with the people that he fuck with found some kind of way to fugazi that man out there rock shit.
Well,
That's
then
what I'm
you talking relationship between Jay-Z and Dame, right?
Yeah, with the rock deal. Remember, from what I was hearing, that's Dame. That was Dame shit. Now I don't know how true it is. I ain't from New York, but I got people out there that be fucking with that music shit. But they was like, man, you come up with this shit. That's
Jay-Z, he messed over a lot of people, bro. He messed over a lot of people.
He did.
Yeah.
How you shoot Benny Siegel though? Benny Siegel said that. Benny Siegel said, man, Jay-Z shot me, man.
Whoa.
I swear to God.
Whoa. Did he mean he got a shooter to shoot him, or Jay-Z personally shot him?
I don't know how. It was on the internet right now, dog. I swear to God. Him and that boy, O'Shea.
I think that's a conspiracy.
He said he tried to do a concert. He said Jay-Z had a concert. He said when he went there, he said he didn't know what the beef was about. Jay-Z told him he couldn't get in that bitch. So ever since then, everywhere Jay went, he still trying to support him, but Jay was giving him a cold shoulder. And he was like, when he got shot, the boy said that was Jay-Z. Nah, he's saying Jay-Z shot him. So eventually he's saying Jay-Z had something to do with it, and that was his entourage who did it to him. Benny Siegel know all them niggas, man. That nigga ain't crazy. Nigga think Benny crazy. They ain't gonna fight Benny one-on-one. Benny beat the fuck out of him.
Benny smart, man. Don't underestimate these, man, because he's
That's something news to me, man. I didn't know that shit, man.
Listen, he got
Jay-Z. He's like a sneaky dude, man. I don't trust.
Yeah, he doing interviews right now, dog. When Benny Siegel first came out, that thing when he got shot, he started doing interviews. The dude who played D Nice on, his name O'Shea, whatever the fuck his name is. He got his own podcast. Listen to that nigga. That nigga and Benny on that bitch talking about Jay like a dog, boy. And they telling them how Jay snaked them, how Jay got to the top, how he fugazi Dame out the thing. Them dudes was in that circle, dog. That's their property shit. That's Benny Siegel idea. But Jay capitalized off it. Backstab Benny got him out the group. He thought the benefits off it. That's what he do, man.
Yeah.
And why you think state property just fell off the map like that, just out the blue?
Hey, I want to address something LeBron as Gloat said. She's saying she noticing it's like night and day in New York with how people reacting to Kobe's death versus DMX. It feels like nobody gives a damn. I think it's a generational thing. I think younger people they don't really know who he is, so they really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let one of these young rappers die. They'll be all on the internet. Oh, look Uzi Vert dead. Oh, he's the GOAT. He's a legend. Like, y'all gotta stop telling these artists that they're legends and shit.
Nice.
Y'all gotta get on to read their status and stuff, you know?
Nigga, devil worshiper, man. Him and that
they ain't put the time in though, dog. They ain't got the album. They ain't put the time in, and they sure don't have the years.
They ain't put no work in like that. You gotta give certain people
since the 90s, huh,
to
y'all?
reach that legendary status.
What year DMX came out? That Rough Rider Cash Money was in 99.
No, 98.
Yeah, 99.
Well, he blew up in 98.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but I'm saying to you, well, he been out before that though, because he was dropping mixtapes, and they was trying to put him with Jay-Z and another dude. He been out. That dude been rapping, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, this dude, 25 plus years, man, 30 plus years, and he talking about these niggas legends.
Yeah, he blew up in '98. He blew up in '98, but he was on 4321 with LL. That was '97.
Yep.
No, I thought
he been featuring on people's shit, knocking shit loose. He was eating niggas tracks alive, dog. He was just a feature.
And I think
Will the Thrill say he came out in '91? Mixtapes before he dropped his first album.
I knew it was something like
1992.
Will the Thrill say he been out since '91? 91 when he was 21.
Oh yeah, he was putting out singles in the '90s and stuff, but he didn't blow up to '98. And I think him and Tupac are the only two rappers that put out 2 albums in the same year. Because Pac put out 2 albums in the same year in '96. If I'm not mistaken, then DMX put out Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and It's Dark and Hell Is Hot in '98. So I think they're the only 2 rappers that ever do that.
That was the year after I graduated. But listen, my whole high school year, we was listening to DMX. Teams had DJ were featuring on people's shit. When I came from Capitol to junior high, I was listening to that dude because my first year at Capitol, the 7th grade, was 89, 90. And like I said, man, I've been hearing this dude. It was like he had a whole nother name at first. It wasn't DMX. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, man, who the fuck is? And you could tell his voice always out because he had.
Did he call himself? Did he go by the full initial? Did he go by Darkman X? Before he made
DMX. That's right.
I know it wasn't just DMX. It was something else.
He might have went by Darkman X or Darkman.
Yeah. Because he got his name from a beat machine.
My little partner put me on here. We used to play that game day on PlayStation, and that's all he used to bump, that Flesh of My Flesh. And then when that Dark as Hell, whatever that shit is, came out, that nigga had that bitch wearing that bitch smoked out, listening to that nigga. From front to back, ain't skipping a song. My favorite song, dog, was that Slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Man, if you listen to the words that nigga.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell he get Marilyn Manson on the album.
Who? DMX?
Yeah.
He was one of a kind.
Marlon Manson? No, I
think back then you could get certain artists like that. Nowadays, a lot of these artists don't have trouble getting like certain artists from like different genres to get them on their albums and stuff. Because basically, most of these dudes putting out compilation albums, they can't hold an album down by themselves. Back then, you could have an artist like Nas, DMX, artists like Jay-Z and etc. hold down the albums by themselves with little to no features and stuff. Nowadays, you dudes basically putting out compilation albums with like 20 dudes on like one track. Like it shouldn't really be like that. If you're a good artist and you can hold it down, if you this and that, well, nigga, hold the album down by yourself if you so good.
I think them two that he dropped better than half of the shit dropped today. Because like I say, the shit that dropped today, you might have 1 or 2 or 3 songs on that whole disc that bump, and you have to sling that shit out the window.
Yeah, be like BG said, if I ain't like that bitch, I would throw it out either.
Yeah, that's
a hawk out here. Is it a hawk?
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, sound like it. I thought they was at the zoo at first.
It's like a swing or something.
Oh man, eagle about to land on somebody's head.
It sounds like Kong versus Godzilla over there. Head down.
I gotta watch that movie.
I'm ready for that Mortal Kombat movie to come out.
Oh yeah,
it come out April 23rd. It come out on the 23rd, which is Wednesday.
I'm ready for this.
No,
hey, y'all seen that movie? Y'all seen Kong versus Godzilla?
It's too raw. That bitch.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, man. It's pretty good.
I'm mad, dog, cause
to tell you the truth,
I ain't know Godzilla was that real like that.
What'd you say, James?
I didn't know Godzilla was that real. I come up on all the Godzilla movies, but back in the days, they only made one Godzilla versus Kong. And even much in that, when they had Kong making it seem like he's supposed to be the king of the jungle and all this and that, I'm like, man, Godzilla beat the shit out this nigga, man.
Eat his ass up.
He was Kong was whooping Godzilla's butt, man. He was whooping.
In real
Oh,
life,
why are you spoiling, bro? Oh my gosh, man.
in real life, man, Godzilla should beat the shit out of Kong, man. I mean, Kong
Yeah.
powerful, but this nigga breathes fucking radiation, man. Like, I mean,
Fire and shit. Yeah, blast his ass. One blast,
he's
he
bigger than
dead.
him. He got claws. I mean, I don't know, man.
Right.
It's just whatever.
See, but
But
that's
he
the
had
first
fun.
time I ever heard Kong
see the-
cry.
You see,
I ain't
Oh,
never heard
yeah.
Kong cry. That nigga was scratching that nigga.
when
That
you
nigga
fight
said,
Mega Godzilla, man.
That nigga said,
yeah. That nigga was
Godzilla made
defeated.
that
To tell you
nigga.
the truth,
But
to tell you the truth, I ain't been to the movies ever since that Batman shooting happened in Colorado. So, you know, I just been buying. If I don't buy the movie, I just look at it online and stuff.
Kong
So,
cut his arms
to
off.
tell you the
He
truth,
said,
I ain't really.
oh yeah, they tag team his ass. That Mega Godzilla.
Hey, bro, they cheated though, bro, because that bitch was too big. That bitch was dog.
Yeah.
Even much on the old school ones, though,
Shoot,
that
James,
one
they
was.
had to. They had to tag team because he was too powerful.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
he
But
was too
even much on the
powerful.
old school one, that bitch ain't have all the shit this one had. I understand this new technology and all that, but Godzilla destroyed the old one. He couldn't beat this one. That nigga was fucking Godzilla up. I felt sorry for my
He was
nigga.
too big. He was too goddamn big and powerful. And also, remember when he was throwing punches? It was this fucking the shit that Godzilla breathes. He was hitting Godzilla with that shit. Remember them shits was lighting up? Pow! Pow! Man, he was fucking Godzilla up. It was a wrestling shit. Hitting his head, he was hitting his head into the building like it was a turnbuckle and shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what that really remind me of? Like if you ever looked at Power Rangers with like the Megazord we fighting, you be having like the monsters and shit. They what it sort of remind me of. Like, I'm like, damn, that's the Power Ranger shit right here.
A legendary says, "Good afternoon, to Raw. Was it released what narcotic he overdosed on?" No, but I'm assuming that'll be out eventually. You know.
Yeah, the autopsy gonna say that.
Right.
We'll see. Hope nothing but the best.
Hey, bro, I ain't never heard nobody doing it off that though. I ain't never heard nobody ODing off of that. Now he, and like I said, it ain't like he doing the powder substance and you getting it from the Medellins and all that, nigga. You when that shit hit the Americans, nigga, that shit done been stepped on 5-6 times, but it's still potent enough for you to say
They go down to mutes and shit. It's gonna be so chopped up that you ain't gonna have them.
That nigga ain't about to overdose
they can't get it like
on
they
no
used to
pipe.
back then. These dudes ain't finna go to Mexico and Colombia to actually get that kind of shit. They rather just, I got this Mexican, he gonna bring it in, and they gonna step on it. So basically, they just buying garbage.
What's up?
Hey, did y'all watch the Clippers and Suns yesterday?
Oh man, that was a good game right there, man. I ain't cap.
I couldn't watch it. I was at work.
I didn't catch it, but I saw that the Clippers won.
Yeah.
Rondo was, man, woo, that was a good pick for the Lakers. I mean, Clippers. Being a true floor general down there, bro.
Only thing not to go back to the subject, not to change the subject, but only thing I did hear, I heard some speculation about that he took some shit that was laced with something. Like I heard fentanyl.
Yeah, I've been hearing.
I don't know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's true, so I can't really speak on it.
Yeah.
But I did hear something about that though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But back to what you're talking about though. Yeah, Rondo, man. Rondo is that dude, man. I don't know why people. You know what gets me, James?
What's
is
up?
last year, like Rondo was very instrumental. Anybody that watched the playoffs, I'm not saying Rondo was the guy, but Rondo was instrumental in the Lakers winning a championship. Then all of a sudden, when the Clippers signed him, you got Laker fans who I really don't think are real Laker fans, all of a sudden saying that he's washed up, he ain't shit. What type of bullshit is that, man? As a Bulls fan, I mean, I know I shit on Steve Kerr now because he's a terrible coach, but I'm forever in debt of Steve Kerr with even the role he played for the Chicago Bulls.
Thanks.
You
That
know what I'm
shot
saying?
mattered too. That shot mattered, even though it was a game 7 that they could have went to, but that shot still mattered. And he
Right.
stepped up to the plate. So we got to acknowledge that, like you said. I hate not to acknowledge the role player or the
Hey,
people that really contribute to help you getting where you was. Because without that, you can't do it by yourself anyway. That's
hey,
why
I
they
got a
out there
question
with
for
you.
y'all.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, I got a prime for prime.
What's your question?
Prime for prime. Who had the better handles? Tim Hardaway or AI?
AI. Well, yeah, AI.
Yeah, I'll give it to AI in a slight because Tim Hardaway wasn't healthy enough to show what he could really. But
I
I
would
give
say
it to
this
AI
me.
because
This me. AI had better overall handles. AI's crossover was more aesthetically pleasing, but Tim's would catch you off guard. Even the most elite perimeter defender. It was so quick and smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't as flashy as AI's, and I can understand someone saying AI's was better because it looked better. But Tim's was just so.
yeah,
Man,
he was quick.
I seen one time Jordan was guarding him, man. I know people get on AI getting crossed up, but Jordan still was able to recover and attempt to block the shot. Tim made Jordan look like a fool. I wish I could find that goddamn game. He crossed Jordan up terrible. But I think AI had the better handles. The crossover thing I think it's closer than people think it is.
It is. To me, it is because, like you say, when Tim hit you with the crossover, ain't no recovering from it. You could have recovered from AI.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of how. Yeah. If you say who had the better handle, AI, and y'all notice how all of a sudden ESPN did that piece on AI yesterday.
Oh yeah, with him and Kyrie.
Old school versus
yeah. Don't that sound familiar?
Yeah. They be stealing, bro. I told you that. They always stealing y'all shit because they ain't got nothing to talk about.
Shit crazy, man.
This league so water whipped, they got to compare us to them. Why? You ain't got nobody else to talk about. We league too watered down for y'all, huh? Y'all done softened it up like that. Y'all got to bring us back in the equation to make y'all look good. Man, leave us out of it. Compare them niggas to theyself. Compare them to their own class. You see what I'm saying too, bro?
And then another thing get me was when that whole Russell Westbrook, Stephen A. Smith thing happened last week, right? It pissed me off when Stephen A. Smith said, look, at the end of the day, I'm just talking basketball. Can't we just talk basketball? Nigga, stop stealing tickets, fucking, and look, I'm not saying we
Damn,
coined
man,
the
what
phrase,
happened to
but
Stephen
we
A.
say
Smith?
that all the time.
He wasn't always like that.
Who? Stephen A.
Smith.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. Cause bro, he's with ESPN, bro. You gotta watch his words, man. Before you get his ass fired like they did my nigga Paul.
But say, bro, that's for real though. Paul's wife was there and they still fired this man.
What you mean there, like on the live stream?
Yeah, she was there. She was there, bro.
Somebody said his wife was there and they making it seem like he cheating on her. But listen, let me tell y'all about that. That's another reason why I want to jump back on here. Man, them people be swinging like a motherfucker. Don't think them people don't be agreeing to none of that shit and them niggas just be cheating. Their wife be a part of that shit too. You might not show his wife, you know what I mean? But 9 out of 10, if they letting this nigga do that, she a part of the get along game. That's why T.I. and Tiny going through what they going through. That's what they do, man. You can't, you got that kind of money, you think you could buy your way out of trouble. When the people get tired of using you, then you exposing what they trying to hide. Boy, they gonna ask you, man. The people don't want that shit getting out there like that about them. But see, we getting caught up for doing it. So who they let? Dog, how long you think that shit been going on now? T.I. been in the game. Only thing I never respected about T.I., dog, I'm from that street life and I'm from that culture. How the fuck you is a 7-time felony and you ain't never did no serious time? 3 strikes you out in Louisiana. Nigga, you going there and golden. Nigga, you got 7 of them things and you ain't never did over.
You see all them guns he had
Come
in his
on, man.
house? I'm like, bro, he had to be like, bro.
Just that shit alone to scare me, nigga. I ain't fucking with you. I don't give a fuck how you got out. I ain't fucking with you because I know something shaky happened with that.
Well, hold on. He got out with all those. Oh, I remember now. I'm kind of know the whole story, but I remember like my mom was telling me like he had a whole bunch of guns and he got out. He ain't serving out.
That nigga wasn't never supposed to get out.
I think he,
Yeah.
I think
Nigga,
he
silence at 10 years, nigga.
Yeah, T.I. might have been talking or whatever. Yeah.
I ain't saying he was talking. I don't give a fuck what he did. He wasn't supposed to get out. Whatever that nigga did,
Yeah,
I ain't
really
with it.
fishy though.
I ain't saying he did, but you know, it's
He
like
probably
you
gave
said,
some
it's
ass up. I
fishy.
don't know. Fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't whatever it was to get him out. I ain't fucking with it. Point blank. Period. Because I know you ain't supposed to be out. I got a nigga right now. Nigga just came home since '96 on a murder charge for no bullshit. See, murder still in that bitch for flashing a gun. Nigga, they could do whatever with them camera effects. That nigga flashed the gun. They made it seem like he shot in there. Why nobody ain't get shot? Now he busting there and nobody ain't get. You saw the people that was by that door.
And a lot of people don't know. See, murder was in the military.
Come on, man. They fucking over this dude, man. Like I said, they fuck over who they won't fuck over. They know what it's hitting for. You see what I'm saying? But you gonna sit here and tell me this nigga ain't did nothing to get out. Man, get the fuck out of here.
You can't flash a gun in New Orleans? Like flash it?
No, that's not what I'm saying. They made it seem like C Murder shot and everything. But this what I'm saying. T.I. got caught with military assault rifles with silencers. One silencer is 10 years. Now, 7-time felony, 3 strikes. You get 3 felonies, nigga. You going up that road. On your second strike, if you get caught with a gun charge in my city, that's 15 years. Because you're a convicted felon with a firearm. So they sending your ass up to the feds. The feds is picking that case up all day long because it's too much. Anywhere where they got a lot of gun violence, the feds is picking up gun charges, my nigga. Don't let them people tell you no bullshit because I'm telling you what it's hitting for. Go out there, be a convicted felon with a firearm and get caught up. They send your ass straight to the feds. That's in every fucking state, nigga.
Yeah, my gun's legal.
Hey guys, I'm gonna shut this down right. I'm gonna shut this down right now. I'm gonna go over and show a little love to LB. He just opened up a live stream talking about this. So I want to show a little love over there for a little bit. So I'm gonna shut this down for a little bit. Thank you for Stephanie Dews for showing up. All you guys. Want to thank Nola Boy, for coming over here showing some love and talking about. Yeah, I want to thank Bakari, Kid Trunks. I want to thank everybody that was part of the panel. And, rest in peace to DMX, man. And, it's a tough day, man, but,
Appreciate you letting me come on too, Rob.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem, man.
Thank you too, Rob, man. All day, man. Much love. I've been trying to catch it like this, so I cook with all y'all, man. Much love,
yeah,
baby.
Man. I'm trying to come on your joint too, man.
It's all good. See, when my kids get off, I'm gonna try to sneak and do something, but they don't get out to 3, so I give y'all about 30, 40 minutes. I promise today.
Okay.
All right.
Your shit be funny.
All right now. Peace, sir, bro. All right now.